Our regularly scheduled programming will not be seen tonight so that we can bring you the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Hi, everybody from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Welcome to Phillies baseball. Tonight, game one of a three-game series, the Phils and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Pedro Estacio goes for the Dodgers tonight. Mike Williams for the Phils. Harry Callis with Rich Ashburn and Chris Wheeler. Originally, it was to be Ben Rivera starting for the Phillies. He was hit by a pitch ball in batting practice. Had to be scratched, so it'll be Mike Williams starting for the Phillies. He's beaten the Dodgers twice in his career and hasn't lost to them, but he'll be facing a lineup that for the Dodgers that will not have Tim Wallach in a wheel.
I think the Dodgers are going to miss Tim Wallach, Harry. You know, he wasn't hitting much for average, but he was second on their ball club in runs batted in. And what he'd done most is help stabilize a really bad defense. They had 174 errors last year. This year, they only have 70 up to this point. With Wallach and Jody Reed playing, they've gotten a lot better defensively. Corey Snyder will move in from right field. He'll play third base. Pretty good third baseman.
And, Rich, even with Mariano Duncan back off the disabled list, Kevin Stocker's still out there at shortstop, the rookie, and Jim Fregosi going with him.
A little bit of a surprise, maybe, because Duncan, you know, has played very well. Phillies usually win when he's in the lineup, but Stocker's done a great job, especially with the glove. He's made a couple of errors, but he throws very well. He has an accurate arm. He's an excellent defensive. He has a lot of range at shortstop. I think the big surprise, if there is a surprise in Stocker, is his hitting. He's hitting over the 300 mark. He's been very consistent. You remember in the first ball game, I think it was that 20-inning game, he was 0 for 6, and he's been hitting very well since then. So, you know, if he keeps that up, he'll be in there, I guess, forever.
Mike Williams goes for the Phillies. Pedro Estacio for the Dodgers. Starting lineups for you in a moment.
The Phillies at the Los Angeles Dodgers is being brought to you by Smooth Busch Beer and Easy Drinking Busch Light. Head for the mountains of Busch. By Mellon PSFS, the official bank of the Phillies. By the Bell of Pennsylvania Yellow Pages. No other book can match it. A Bell Atlantic company. And by Independence Blue Cross. Personal choice, the health plan that controls costs, not people.
Place on earth that I'd rather be than out in the open where it's all plain to see. If it's gonna get done, it's up to you and me. Come on and head for the mountains of Busch. Come on and head for the mountains of Busch. Here.
There was an old lady who lived in a shoe. A fresh little crib, you know, and brand spanking new. And that shoe let her do things that no man could do. She jukes and she cuts and stops dead in her tracks. She plants and she spins, leaving chumps on their backs. And who gets the credit? Some mother named Goose. Check you out, yo. Converse, of course. And that new React juice.
Upon completing the rear axle C-diagram set using a 9-inch gripping wrench, tighten the C-diagram set to secure the frame extenders to the housing mount. Congratulations, you built a tricycle. While the simplest things can be made complex, the challenge is making the complex simple. But that's what we do at Bell Atlantic Mobile, with straight answers, clear explanations, and with no assembly required. Bell Atlantic Mobile, advanced technology and people who make it mean something.
Jim Fregosi's lineup tonight will have Lenny Dykstra, center fielder, leading off. Mickey Morandini, second base, bats second. John Kruk, first baseman, hitting third. Dave Holland's third base bats fourth. Darren Dalton catching, hitting fifth. Jim Eisenreich in right field will bat sixth. Milt Thompson, left fielder, hitting seventh. Kevin Stocker, the shortstop, bats eighth. And Mike Williams pitching, hitting ninth. That lineup facing Pedro Astacio.
Pedro is 6'2", 190 pounders, 23 years of age, out of the Dominican Republic. Lifetime against the Phillies, 2-0. He won his first major league start against the Phillies last year in the month of July. Beat him on a complete game.
Defensively behind Astacio, Corey Snyder at third base in the absence of Tim Wallach. Jose Offerman at shortstop. Jody Reed back in the lineup at second base. Eric Karros at first. Doing the catching is Mike Piazza. And in the outfield, Eric Davis in left, Brett Butler in center, and Mitch Webster in right. Umpires for tonight's game: Gary Darling working the plate, Charlie Williams at first base, Joe West at second, and Brian Gorman umpiring at third.
This is Frank Pulley's crew as we look at that young fan behind home plate. And guy in the Phillies hat. Frank went on vacation today. Now he went back to his home in Florida, so Brian Gorman replaces Pulley in this crew.
Lenny Dykstra will lead it off for the Phils on a beautiful evening here at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles.
Center fielder.
Dykstra batting at .293. Leads the league in runs scored with 87. Second in the league in walks with 74. Tied for second in the league in doubles, 26 of them. This pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. No balls and one strike.
7:36.
St. Louis has already won their game 4-0 over Atlanta. So the Phils will need a win to stay 3 ahead of the running Redbirds.
Astacio throws a lot of change-ups, breaking balls. He hardly ever pitches inside. He keeps almost everything away from both the left-handed hitters and the right-handed batters. Lenny led off the game with him at Philadelphia with a homer to right field.
Pops a foul. A lot of foul ground here, but that one is destined to go behind the camera deck. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Astacio has won 7. A lot of Phillies fans here for this West Coast swing in this series.
Isn't it amazing how many more red hats you see in this season than other seasons when you're on the road? Yeah. Just a coincidence, I guess.
Very coincidental. Difference between first and second division. Astacio, 23 years old. He's 7-5. His ERA is 4.69. Really broke in with a bang last year. He had just so-so numbers at Albuquerque, 6-6. Then he came up with the Dodgers, went 5-5 with a 1.98 ERA. 4 of his 5 wins were shutouts.
He is very demonstrative on the mound. Some people would say he's a hot dog, but he'll point at hitters. He jumps around. He runs to the mound, runs to the dugout.
Well hit to right center field, but Webster closes ground and makes the grab. Well, Dykstra is out, 1 down. That'll bring up Mickey Morandini.
Mentioned all the changeup he throws. Where he threw Dykstra a 2-2 changeup there, and even though Lenny hit it well, you could see he was way out on his front foot.
75th birthday wishes tonight to Sam Prezant of Mount Laurel, New Jersey. His son Joey here tonight. Morandini hitting at .239. A day off yesterday after that one really jarred Mike Piazza.
It's near his elbow too of his throwing here. Morandini getting with the back. He got him with a backlash here, didn't he? With his bat. I think that's what happened.
Yeah,
oh yeah, see the bat flew out of his hand.
Handle of the bat. There it is again.
Right there, and he might have hit him on the crazy bone. Got him near his elbow.
He certainly didn't try to do that. He just lost grip in the bat. Hopefully Mike, the all-star catcher and almost undoubtedly rookie of the year, will stay in the game. He's up on his feet and practicing a couple of tosses.
It's tough enough back there without a guy letting a bat go and hit you. Tommy's smiling, so I guess he's okay.
Tom Lasorda. The Dodgers for years and years and years. Mike Piazza is like a son to him. Mike from Norristown. Tommy's 44th year with the Dodgers, 17th as manager, and happy to see that they extended his contract through next year. 1-2 to Morandini. Little dribbler. That's going to be trouble. Snyder, no chance. Even had he barehanded the ball, Morandini has good speed. An infield single for Mickey Morandini, and it will bring on John Kruk.
Stasio made a good pitch on Morandini. He got in a little bit on him. As I mentioned, he doesn't throw inside that much. And as Harry says, there's no way. I mean, even if Snyder picks this ball up, he's not going to be able to throw him out.
Trucker hitting at .350, third best in the league, leads the league in on-base percentage at .475, sixth in the league in slugging percentage. Leads the league in walks and is third in the league in runs scored. Going away, 1 ball and no strikes.
Stasio will throw that changeup on the first pitch as he just did there. I think he would consider that his best pitch, and he'll throw it a lot to left-handed hitters to try and get him to hit ground balls in the infield. If you try to pull that pitch, you're going to hit it to second a lot.
Blowing away again, 2-0. Stasio, 94 innings, has 50 strikeouts, 36 walks. Fouled out of play. And working away to the left-hand hitting Kruk, 2-1.
Happy birthday tonight to Sister Paul Mary of Philadelphia. 61, and to Betty Wentz, who's 84.
He's wide with it. 3-1.
Have to do that. The Phillies are going to beat Stasio. Their left-handed batters must stay off the pitch away. With Morandini on it first. Potential running situation.
Outside, Kruk walks for the 76th time. He leads the league in walks, and the Phillies have 2 men on base with 1 out. We'll bring on Dave Hollins. Hollins hitting at .278. Hollins hitting .337 with runners in scoring position. He has hitless lifetime against Stasio, nothing for 7. Best of Barbara Rosella works at the Stadium Club back at Veterans Stadium. And with the DeLises in Ventnor. Son Joey here cheering for the Phils. One ball and no strikes.
That's another hitter. He starts with a changeup. He has not been able to establish that pitch as of yet. And if he does, that's when he gets tough. They have 3 guys on this team with good changeups from the right side. Stasio and the 2 Martinez's, and they're all Dominicans.
Martinez's have better fastballs to go along with it, though, than I think Stasio does. especially the younger Martinez.
Pedro.
I think he throws harder than his older brother.
He does. I don't know if he did when Ramon first came up, but Pedro throws harder than Ramon now, absolutely.
2 balls and no strikes. Just away to left-handers, and the Phillies are showing good discipline against him.
That's what I was saying, Harry. You know, they've seen him once this year. The scouting reports on him say he's going to pitch your way. So, you know, there's no sense in going out there after that pitch with those kind of scouting reports and what you've seen so far of him, and make him start bringing the ball in a little bit before you start attacking him.
That's away. He walks him on 4 pitches and then loads the bases. Well, the Phillies have him loaded with 1 out for Darren Daulton.
Anniversary wishes tonight, number 46, to Lewis and Doris Mayer of Cheltenham.
Ron Peronowski coming out to talk to Estacio.
Estacio, Gary Darling really did not give him the pitch away early on. Not that they were strikes necessarily, but the home plate umpire didn't establish it away. So he's having a little trouble right now.
That's Daulton with a good RBI opportunity here, batting at .246. He's second in the league in runs batted in with 68. Tied for 7th in the league in runs scored with 57. One strike to Darren Daulton.
Boy, he had a fastball right down the middle.
Tap on the ground, the deep shortstop. No play anywhere. Infield single, and the Phillies lead 1-0. RBI number 69 for Darren Daulton.
Well, they're playing Darren Daulton to pull with his shortstop Offerman way up the middle. And once Daulton hits this ball towards the hole, Offerman has a long way to go for it. By the time he gets there, there's no chance to get Dave Hollins at second. See if we can pick up where Offerman is. See how far over he was?
He was way over towards second.
If he's playing a routine shortstop position, then he's got a chance, but you have to play Daulton to pull.
Brings on Jim Eisenreich. Phillies lead of 1-0. Bases loaded, 1 out. Eisenreich hitting at .339. One strike to Eisenreich. Eisenreich's been a good hitter with runners in scoring position. .371 his average. Played off the low pitch, 1 ball and 1 strike. Phillies have him loaded with 1 down, a run across. Hit to shortstop. Offerman to Reed. 1 relay, not in time. Crux scores. Phillies lead it 2-0. Give Eisenreich a run batted in. It was not sharply hit. Dodgers did all they could to try to turn the double play, but just could not get it done.
And one of the reasons is because of the way that Eisenreich can run. Daulton really never had a chance to get Reed before he threw it. And a very, very close play at first, called correctly by Charlie Williams. You see, Daulton is trying to get Reed. He gets him up in the air, but Reed had already thrown the ball.
So the Phils have a 2-0 lead here in the first. It brings on Milt Thompson. Thompson hitting at .247.
Phils have a 2-0 lead, and they haven't hit the ball out of the infield.
Yep. That's what bases on balls will do to you. 1 strike to Milt Thompson. Milt's been a good hitter with runners in scoring position. .365 his average. Eisenreich going. Piazza's throw will be late. Stolen base. Jim Eisenreich is fourth.
Piazza made a strong throw, but his first duty on this play is to look the runner back at third. So he has to take a look at Hollins, make sure he gets him back, and then throw. Eisenreich got a good jump. See, you can see Piazza look. That just takes that split second away that he would have gotten him.
1-1 to Milt Thompson. Well hit to right field. Webster back, makes the grab right at the warning track to retire the side. Phil scored 2 in the first. They do it with 2 infield singles and a couple of walks, no errors, and 2 men left. After 1/2, 2-0 Phils.
Nothing sends chills down your spine and straight to your wallet like the cost of health care today.
Your medical bill, sir.
Which is why we're introducing HMO Blue to calm your fears with the largest choice of hospitals statewide.
Really?
Without the frightening high premiums.
Oh, yeah?
New HMO Blue from Blue Cross and Blue Shield of New Jersey. A better way of caring.
What if someone were to design a car about the size of a Ford Taurus outside, but with more room for people than Taurus or Toyota Camry inside? Someone did. What if someone were to design a car with safety features Taurus and Camry don't give you, like both driver and passenger side airbag standard, or an available integrated child safety seat? Someone did. And what if a prestigious magazine were to name this car Automobile of the Year? One of them did. Dodge Intrepid. This changes everything.
Live, learn, and play with Boa, Cash, Johnstone, Lazinski, and many more this January at Phillies Dream Week. 1 full week in Clearwater Beach to play with the pros. Call now for more information, 215-938-1200. Space is limited. Call now, 938-1200.
Tom Lasorda's Dodger lineup tonight has Brett Butler in center field leading off. Jose Offerman, the shortstop, will bat second. Corey Snyder, third base, hitting third. Eric Karros, first baseman, bats fourth. Mike Piazza will catch and hit fifth. Eric Davis, left fielder, bats sixth. Mitch Webster in right field hitting seventh. Jody Reed, the second baseman, batting eighth, and batting ninth and pitching Pedro Astacio. They are facing the right-hander Mike Williams.
Mike Williams, who's coming in tonight for Ben Rivera, who was scratched after getting hit in batting practice. 1-0 this year. That win coming over the Dodgers in that 20-inning game.
Defensively behind Williams, Dave Hollins at third base, Kevin Stocker at shortstop, Mickey Morandini at second base, and John Kruk at first. Darren Dalton doing the catching in the outfield from left to right. It's Milt Thompson, Lenny Dykstra, and Jim Eisenreich. Brett Butler will lead it off for the Dodgers. He's hitting a .304.
And, of course, Dave Hollins way in at third base. Is Butler the best spunner in the league? You always have to be aware of it.
1 ball and no strikes. Mike Williams, 23 years old. He'll be 24 in 10 days. 6'3", 195-pounder. Went to Virginia Tech University. Back bunt is bunted foul. He has 17 bunt hits, does Butler. 1-1.
Happy birthday tonight to Florence Aust of Huntington Valley, 91, and to Ray Bolt of Alney, who's 95.
Williams has 2 major league wins in his career, both against the Dodgers. Beat the Dodgers here last year at Dodgers Stadium and won that 20-inning game at Veterans Stadium.
Pitched a 9-inning complete game. You see Mike Williams, there's a lot of bugs out on the field. They were just, Jeff Cooper was out spraying some people between innings, Phil's trainer.
Yeah, you can see Kruk waving around at the bugs at first base. You could see Astacio doing that, pitching for the Dodgers. 3 balls and 1 strike. Williams was 9-2 at Grand Wilkes-Barre prior to coming up with a 2.87 ERA. 1-0 for the Phillies and an earned run mark of 4.50. Full count to Butler. Line drive center field, but Dykstra there makes the grab. So Butler's out, one down. It'll bring on Jose Offerman.
Batting second, number 30, shortstop, Jose
Juan Rivera had to be scratched tonight. He was a scheduled starter. He was hit on the index finger of his pitching hand by a pitch and batting practice. Fortunately, no break. It's a contusion of the index finger. Nothing broken. So he should be able to take his next start, I would imagine.
Yeah, it looked pretty, it was swollen pretty good. I saw him down in the clubhouse, and you could tell he wasn't going to be able to pitch.
1 ball and no strikes to Offerman, who's hitting at 272.
Offerman's swinging the bat really well this year. He's coming along as an offensive player, and he's better defensively.
He's hit well against the Phillies. Kevin Stocker. Low throw, but Kruk has it. Offerman is out. That's 2 down, and that'll bring up Corey Snyder.
Third, number 28.
The ball took a weird hop off the grass.
Corey
right there.
Snyder.
Stocker throws a little bit low. And an easy play for Kruk. That one didn't get into the dirt.
2 outs and no base runners, and that'll bring on Snyder, who's hitting at 287. That crime dog McGriff didn't do anything for Atlanta today, huh?
He's not
shut out, or he's not
there yet.
Play?
He's in Tampa.
Oh.
His hometown. He went to Tampa. He's supposed to be there tomorrow.
Has 74 hours, I guess, to report or something like that.
Whatever he wants, Harry.
Okay.
You know.
1 ball and 1 strike. 2-1 the count to Corey Snyder.
Yeah, well, those Braves are not scoring many runs. In fact, tonight they scored zilch.
Donovan Osborne shut him out.
Osborne, Rob Murphy, and Olivares, and Lee Arthur.
I bet Olivares had a groin muscle pull.
I read the same thing, but when we were over there in radio before I came over here, they had him in the game.
2-2 to Corey Snyder.
Get well wishes tonight to Mary Liebram of Maple Shade and to Michael Costanzo of Springfield and Chester Crozier Hospital. A huge Harry Callis fan, from what we're told.
Ground ball to second base. Morandini backhands. He'll have to hurry and does. Snyder really busts down the line, but making a good play, and it's a 1-2-3 inning from Mike Williams. No runs, hits, errors, and none left at the end of 1. 2-0 Phils.
Skyscrapers are built to stand indefinitely. Monuments to technical achievement. At Infinity, they wanted luxury cars that would endure. So they patented new methods of construction to reduce body flex. So seams and joints stay tight. Visit your Infinity showroom and drive the new Q45 to see how rock solid it feels. Better yet, drive an old one.
Lease one of the world's most advanced automobiles, now at a very special rate for a limited time.
The Phillies look to cook a Canadian goose when they play Montreal Tuesday, August 10th, and Wednesday, August 11th at 7:35. And Thursday, August 12th at 12:35 at a business person special. Then Bonilla, Doc, and the Mets make a house call Friday, August 13th, 7:35. Saturday, August 14th, 7:05. And Sunday, August 15th at 1:35. When kids 14 and under get a free Phillies road jersey. Call 463-1000.
Hey, how would you like to win the hottest ticket in town?
Yeah!
Just watch Married with Children between 6:30 and 7, and you could win 4 tickets to see the Phillies kick off a big weekend series versus their cross-state rivals, the Pittsburgh Pirates, on Friday, July 30th. All winners qualify to win an official satin warm-up jacket and an autographed baseball from the Phil's 4 all-star representatives.
I just wanted to wish you good luck.
And so do we. PHL 17, the home of the Phillies.
The second inning for the Phillies.
After 1 inning of play, it's the Phils 2 and the Dodgers nothing.
Shortstop, Kevin.
Upcoming telecasts of Phillies baseball include tomorrow night's game with the Dodgers at 10:30 on PHL 17 and Wednesday night on Sports Channel, also at 10:30. Kevin Stocker leads it off for the Phils. Stocker hitting at .333. I think that has been the big surprise for most observers, is how well he has hit. There's a bunt. Oh, it's a good one. Piazza throws, no chance. Just dropped it down the line. It stayed right in the dirt, deadened the ball. Bunt base hit by Kevin Stocker.
He looked like Butler on that play. Look how quick he is with it, too. He puts his hands up real fast. That's the first time we've seen him do this. And as Harry said, it's a perfect bunt. On AstroTurf, that ball might roll foul. But on the grass and dirt, you know, you get it down in there and it has a chance to stay fair, and it did. You have to think that they have that third baseline contoured that way, though, because of Brett Butler.
So it won't roll foul?
Well, it'll make it a lot more difficult to go foul.
Mike Williams will try to move him along here. Williams 0 for 3 this year. Lifetime, he's 4 for 13. He deadens the ball nicely. Only one play for Astacio, and that's the first. The sacrifice is good by Williams. It goes Astacio to Jody Reed, moving Stocker to second base for Lenny Dykstra. All those guys our colleague worked with on bunting for base hits. Well, I'll get to that in a minute. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Phillies. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of the Phillies.
Yes.
Lenny Dykstra and Milt Thompson, Mickey Morandini. I don't believe he worked with Stocker.
I hate to ruin your point because I like it. But Stocker was with the group that day. Yeah, unfortunately, he was there.
Well, good.
Yeah, that was the morning, that famous morning session at the Clearwater. There was one of them.
Must have taught him well, because he got a nice bunt down.
Would have made a better story, though, wouldn't it?
One strike to Dykstra. He lined out to right his first time up.
Happy 63rd wedding anniversary tonight to Bill and Catherine Algia of Brigantine, New Jersey, and happy 79th birthday to Carl Messenger of Easton.
In the dirt, blocked by Piazza. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Talking about a good player Kevin Stocker is, but as Piazza got nailed with that, just watching him then, he took a perfect lead off second base. And in that, I mean, as the pitch is being thrown, his movement is towards third. And not so that he's going to get trapped out there, but just in case a ball winds up in the dirt, he's gone, and he's going to be able to get to third. And if Piazza hadn't blocked it so well, he would have easily gotten to third base. Every time you see Stocker do something, he impresses you more and more because he's so polished.
He was taught well in high school and college, apparently. He went to the University of Washington. Excellent baseball instincts.
It doesn't do you any good on the bases if you're caught flat-footed when a ball bounces in the dirt.
Boy, he had a big lead, and there he goes. Piazza's throw, and he's safe. Got the outside part of the bag, says Brian Gorman. Corey Snyder thought he had him, and Tom Lasorda will come out and argue. He got a big jump, and Piazza made a great throw. There shouldn't even have been a close play, but Piazza really made it close. Look at that throw.
From his knees.
He got in there, it would appear.
Well, the reason that it's a close, that he doesn't get him, is because Snyder takes the throw up too far. Snyder was playing Dykstra up. Look where he takes the throw, so he gives Stocker the outfield part of the bag to slide to, and that's why he's safe. And it just got finished mentioning what a good lead he was taking down at second, and he uses it to steal a base.
Boy, that is close.
It's really close. I'll tell you.
Dodgers will bring the infield in now with a runner at third base, and the count of 2 strikes to Lenny Dykstra. It's a foul, backing out of play.
Kevin Stocker taking a good walking lead off third in foul territory. Larry Bowie is very good at teaching that. There's his first, that's his first steal of the year, by the way.
Stocker is certainly a similar type player to Larry Boa.
Boa wants him to make sure he's moving towards the plate as the ball's thrown, because Astacio is throwing a lot of balls in the dirt.
Ground ball through the drawn-in infield, a base hit. Stocker scores. Phillies lead at 3-0. Dykstra knocks in his 29th run.
Hey, what he just did, Stocker did, was like having another leadoff man in the 8-hole. And you see his teammates how appreciative are of what he did. He bunts, gets the second to sacrifice, steals third, makes him bring the infield in, and gets the Phillies another run.
Good job by Kevin. The batter will be Mickey Morandini, who got an infield single and scored a run his first time up.
There's some who thought he was going to be overmatched, and the Phillies made a big mistake by bringing him to the big league so early. I'm sure they don't feel that way anymore.
Well, he's hitting well over 300. And really, what they wanted him to do is make all the plays at shortstop, which he has for the most part, and has good range at short, good arm. Lenny Dykstra has stolen 24 bases. He's only been thrown out 4 times. Fouls are backing out of play. 0-2 the count to Mickey Morandini.
Happy birthday tonight to Joe Urbanek of Hatboro, Pennsylvania. Got a nice letter from Linda Doms, who says that many times during the course of a game, Joe says the same thing Mr. Ashburn says.
Oh, brother.
He smoked it.
That almost hit Morandini.
That's borderline outside.
Only 6 inches outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Chased a high fastball, did Morandini, and he struck him out. First strikeout for Estacio.
Estacio hasn't thrown a whole lot of fastballs tonight, but as Harry said, he chases a high one there. I think his fastball surprises hitters more than anything, and especially a high fastball, they want to jump at it and try and hit it.
John Kruk walked and scored a run his first time up. Rucker just continues to get on base. He's way out in the league leading on base percentage.
Bugs got him.
Could be a situation where Dykstra might attempt to steal. Plays off that pitch away to him.
At least you know it's not the helmet anymore because it's clean.
Balls and no strikes. Strucker must sleep like a baby. He was on the same floor that I was in San Diego. And that floor on Saturday night, somebody was having a very loud party. Strucker didn't hear a thing. I didn't hear anything.
It's a man at peace with himself.
That is correct. Slept just like a baby. But after that change-up, it was low and away. Thought he was going to get a fastball, but not.
Did you go down and join that party?
That would be incorrect. Party jolted me awake.
It started pretty late, that party.
It started rolling about 2. I had been asleep, of course, for several hours. Missing wide, it's 3-1.
Kruk is doing a great job of just staying off that pitch away.
Yeah, if he's not going to bring it in to you.
Well, you try and make him challenge you when he gets behind. Maybe he'll get a pitch in the strike zone. He did.
Yeah, that's a pitch up a little bit, but that's a pitch that Kruk can tomahawk sometimes.
Oh yeah,
which he didn't.
That's a good pitch to hit.
Yeah.
It's right down the middle. That's
Yeah.
what I mean. 3-1. He's got to come in with something, and Kruk just jerked his head.
He'd like to have it back.
Now he might throw you a changeup.
Yeah, he could 3-2.
Piazza's going fastball away.
Beats the ball foul, still 3-2.
Mike Piazza is taking a beating, and it's only in the second inning. He just got nailed again. You see Darling looking at him. He knows what's happened to Piazza already tonight. This one really nailed him.
What a good young player Mike Piazza is. Changeup, and he struck him out, and that'll retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. To go to the bottom of the second, it's 3-0 Phils.
The Kozinskis and the Costellos, 2 close families.
Your husband and my wife slept together.
That just got a little too close.
What do you want to do?
They say 2 wrongs don't make a right.
We're going to be bad. We're going to be so bad.
Your husband is having an affair with my wife.
But every now and then, they make a love story.
You also have this uncontrollable desire to put our lips together.
Ted Danson, Isabella Rossellini, and Lloyd Bridges, cousins.
Tuesday at 8 on PHL 17.
Your Quality Plus Ford dealers are #1 with the most versatile lineup of family wagons. Going on a picnic, to the store, or across country, there's a Ford wagon for every need. Now save up to $2,900 on a Ford Aerostar. Hurry, save thousands on every wagon in stock. Only at your #1 selling Quality Plus Ford dealer.
5 of the top 10 sellers, all American built quality. See your Ford dealer today. Get behind the wheel and turn the key.
All fans receive a great-looking poster, compliments of Thriftway. The teams wear uniforms from 1933. The Phillies play the Pirates on Nostalgia Day, Sunday, August 1st at 1:35. Call 463-1000.
Well, the third midweek business person special coming up when the Phillies return. It'll be on Thursday, July 29th at 12:35 against the St. Louis Cardinals. Always fun in the sun. Compliments of Mellon PSFS. BP special on the 29th at 12:35. Make your plans now by calling 463-1000 or stop by the Center City ticket office at Mellon PSFS, Broad and Chestnut Streets. 1 ball and 1 strike to Eric Karros. He's hitting at .272. He's been struggling lately. 4 for his last 31. Breaking ball by Mike Williams, 1-2.
Had 2 in a row like that where he's checked, swung at them, chased them, and that's usually a sign of a struggling hitter. Darren Dalton called a fastball in, and I'm not sure Williams wanted to throw it. And let's see what they go back to. Now they want to go away again.
Just missing away. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Eric Karros. Phils lead 3-0. We're in the second. Chases a low breaking ball, and he struck him out. So Karros is out. First strikeout for Williams. It'll bring up Mike Piazza.
And he just does not read that breaking ball out of Williams' hands, so he might as well keep throwing it to him tonight.
Piazza hitting at .313. 6th in the league at RBIs with 61. 5th in the league in slugging percentage.
See him laughing. Dalton said something to him probably about how he's getting beat up back there tonight.
Catchers will empathize with one another. 1 ball and no strikes.
Yeah, Dutch has had enough of those nights.
Piazza's hit the Phillies well. .394 against the Phillies.
Well, they've seen him enough.
3 of his 18 homers.
Yeah, they've seen him enough, Harry, to know that he is a high ball hitter, and he's very quick on anything up. He waits real well. He's got very strong hands.
3 balls and a strike to Piazza. It's a sharply foul past Joey Amalfitano, the third base coach. Vic Vitale in attendance here at Dodgers Stadium, surprisingly talking. Mr. Hoops.
It's a real surprise to see him work in the crowd, wasn't it?
His wife Lorraine.
Wonder if he knows Tommy.
Mr. Basketball, I'm sure. Fouls it back. 2-2. Mike Williams found out shortly before game time that he was starting this game. Into right center field, and Eisenreich slowed down, thinking Dykstra would get there. Dykstra has trouble with it at the track, and Piazza's going to end up at third base. Eisenreich just stopped. And the ball gets between them. Still scored a triple, but the ball should have been caught, probably by Eisenreich.
It's another example, too, of Piazza's unbelievable strength. Look at him fight this backup breaking ball off. And as Harry said, that, I mean, there's nothing to add to that. Dykstra, it looked like Dykstra had it all the way, and then he stopped, and that made Eisenreich stop. And there it rolls to the wall. And then Dykstra mishandled it, or he would have stopped at second.
So Piazza at third base with one out. The Phillies will keep the infield back. Eric Davis, the batter. It's away from Dalton, not far enough for Piazza to try to come home. 1-0.
Phillies have just played terrible defense on this trip so far and given away innumerable runs because of it, and trying not to do it again tonight in this situation.
And will go as a triple, but the ball should have been caught. Two balls and no strikes to Eric Davis. He's hitting at 242. Stocker at short, playing Davis way over in the hole. Walked him on 4 pitches. First walk given up by Williams puts runners at first and third with one out for Mitch Webster.
Right fielder, Mitch Webster.
Webster getting a chance to play with the injury to Tim Wallach. Corey Snyder moved into third base, and Webster playing right field. He's hitting at 268. Batting better right-handed than left, the switch hitter. Always has been a tough out for the Phillies. He's a lifetime .302 hitter against the Phils.
Davis likes to run, too. He's very good at stealing bases, whether he'd go down 3-0 or not. Darren Dalton's going through some signs there, as you see, telling the infielders what he's going to do if Davis should break.
Out of play down the left field side. No balls and 1 strike to Mitch Webster. Phillies lead at 3-0. Dodger runners first and third with one out here in the second. Goes Eric Davis. Dalton's throw nailed him. Great throw by Dalton. Out number 2, and you don't throw Eric Davis out very often. What a great throw by Dutch to nail Eric Davis.
Davis on a straight steal. Dalton took a quick look at third, but he wasn't that worried at third because of Piazza being there, and then fires a strike down there. And Davis has a very, very good lifetime record of stealing bases. Very good percentage.
The all-time best in the major leagues at 87%. It's only the 5th time he's been thrown out this year. Been successful 25 times. That's a big out for Mike Williams. 2-1 the count to Mitch Webster. 3-1. Jody Reed is due up next. Walked him. So the second straight walk surrendered by Williams. The batter will be Jody Reed, who's hitting at 283.
Number 3.
He just off the disabled list.
Jody Reed.
Veteran second baseman, signed as a free agent. Spent his career with the Boston Red Sox prior to coming to the Dodgers this year.
He was on the disabled list when the Dodgers were in Philadelphia.
Right there for a called strike.
He was kicked in the elbow on a stolen base attempt by Andres Galarraga at Colorado. A play that the Dodgers were not real happy about at the time.
They're still angry about it.
Very angry. And they had a little, as Bob Davidson would call it, hoop-de-doop that night.
I don't, that apparently is not over. They're still upset over losing Jody Reed because Galarraga, number 1, hardly ever tries to steal a base. He had been hit by a pitch ball. And number 2, I mean, if you saw the replay, he did kick out of Jody Reed, no question about it.
Came in a little high.
Yeah.
Here's Tommy Lasorda. Teams have long memories on things like that.
One ball and one strike to Jody Reed. Bouncing ball through for a hit to right field. Piazza scores. And it's now a 3-1 ball game on the RBI single by Jody Reed.
Phillies are playing Jody Reed up the middle, and he takes a breaking ball and just nubs it to right field. Or indeed, he got a little leather on it, but he wasn't going to be able to do anything with it anyway.
Pedro Estacio.
It'll bring up the pitcher, Pedro Estacio. He's hitting a 125. That's his career average. Two men on base with 2 outs. A run across. Phil's the lead at 3-1. One strike to Estacio.
This guy's locked in on 125. As you said, his career average last year he hit 125.
Yep. Chases a low and away breaking ball. No balls and 2 strikes. One and 2. Williams trying to get out of this second inning. Smothers a foul ball. Still 1-2 to Estacio. Danny Jackson pitches tomorrow night for the Phils against Ramon Martinez, and on Wednesday, Tommy Green and Oral Hershiser. And he'll be on to Candlestick to meet the Giants. It's a ball foul down the right field side. Throwing him a lot of sliders away.
Now, he'd have a hard time hitting a ball fair down the right field line where Eisenreich's playing him. In fact, Eisenreich has a chance to catch a foul ball off him. Look at him. They figure they're going to pitch him away, and he's going to swing late.
Eisenreich's throw to the plate will be late. It gets by Dalton. Webster scores, and Estacio drives in a run. It's now 3-2. Well, Pedro Estacio knocks in just his second big league run.
Well, he threw him a fastball that time, and he hits it right on the end of the bat and just over Morandini's glove. Webster running all the way, throws offline, and Phillies give up 2 runs with 2 outs here. They look like they were out of this inning, and now all of a sudden 2 runs scored.
Got the big throw out of Eric Davis attempting to steal, but couldn't hold him down, and now tough hitter and Brett Butler to get out. Jody Reed at second base, Pedro Estacio at first with 2 down. Just missing a little bit wide, 1-0. Low. 2-0. And that one over, 2-1. Mike Williams trying to get out of his second inning. 2 runs across. 2 men on base and 2 outs. Missing. 3-1.
It's Opperman, the shortstop, waiting.
A base hit, a broken bat hit, but it's a hit. Jody Reed will score. Estacio to third. This game is tied at 3-3 on the RBI single by Butler.
Very weird game so far. I mean, the Phillies haven't hit many balls hard and have 3 runs, and in this inning, the Dodgers haven't hit a ball hard and have 3 innings, 3 runs. Broken bat base hit to right field. All these runs with 2 outs after Dalton looked like he bailed Mike Williams out by throwing Eric Davis out of second base.
Brings on Jose Offerman, who grounded out to short his first time up. Well, Dodger runners at first and third with 2 outs. Butler is a base stealer, although he's been thrown out quite a bit. 21 steals. He's been thrown out 13 times. One ball and no strikes. Inning started on a 1-out triple by Mike Piazza, a ball that should have been caught out there. 37 pitches this inning for Mike Williams. 50 for the game. We're in the second. Missing wide, 2-0. Phillies are going to get some bullpen activity now.
Well, Estacio hurt himself with walks in the first inning, and Mike Williams has hurt himself with walks here in the second.
He's got him on that fake to third, throw to first. Now they've got Estacio hung up. Dalton drops the ball. Hollins waited too late. Butler goes all the way to third, and the Dodgers lead it 4-3.
I think Hollins' throw hit it.
Hit the base runner, Estacio?
Sure, I thought it did. It's just, talked earlier about the defense on this trip, and Stocker made a great play there to catch Estacio wandering off third, and they mess up the rundown play.
Now here they've got Butler after the fake to third, the throw to Stocker. Now he sees Estacio trying to score, so forget Butler. Get him hung up. Now here's Hollins. Yeah, it did. It hit him in the shoulder.
Hit him right in the back, so it's Hollins' error.
Into center field. Lenny Dykstra will take care of that one, and that will retire the side. But the Dodgers take the lead with 4 runs in the inning. They do it on 4 hits, 1 Philly error, and 1 man left. At the end of 2, it's 4-3 Los Angeles.
What does it take to be a mountain man? Do you need a big horse? Do you need a deep tan? Do you have to have a saddle? Do you have to have the gear? Well, the simple truth is you just gotta have the beer.
Bush beer, an easy drinking Bush Light. Have you got what it takes to be a mountain man?
What does it take to live a mountain man's life? Get smooth Bush beer is a drinking Bush Light.
Introducing, for a limited time, the Taco Bell Wild Tacos. As tasty as the originals, with one little difference. They're hot, man.
Okay, panel. How can you recognize the genuine Yellow Pages?
It has a yellow cover.
Good.
It says a Bell of Pennsylvania on the front.
Right.
It has more choices inside.
Yes! That's how you tell the genuine article from mere imitators. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
The genuine Bell of Pennsylvania Yellow Pages. 9 out of 10 use it. No other book can match it. A Bell Atlantic company.
All fans receive a great-looking poster, compliments of Thriftway. The teams wear uniforms from 1933. The Phillies play the Pirates on Nostalgia Day, Sunday, August 1st at 1:35. Call 463-1000.
Dave Hollins leads off for the Phillies here in the third. Our trivia question tonight: the 1963 Dodgers swept the New York Yankees in the World Series using only 4 pitchers. In that sweep, can you name those 4 pitchers for the Dodgers who swept the Yankees in the '63 World Series? That's counting starters and relievers.
Only 4?
That is correct. High towering pop. Offerman puts it away. Allen's out, 1 down.
Some unusual scoring on that last play.
Yeah, you can't, the way it was officially scored, a double steal, so Astacio steals home.
Now Butler leaves too early, and then Hollins runs him down right into Dalton and throws it off his back, and that should have been an error on Hollins all the way. He does get an error allowing Butler to go to third. That shouldn't be a steal at home.
Dalton takes one on the outside corner. Dutch an infield single and a run batted in his first time up. All right, now they have it right. It's an error on Hollins and allowing Astacio to score, not a steal of home by Astacio. Butler will get a stolen base.
Yeah, and Butler made a base running mistake because he got caught in that fake throw to third. He left too early. That certainly wasn't a planned play. They just got it mixed up out there, and the Phillies messed the play up.
Nubbing ground ball to Karros. Karros underhands to Astacio, and Dalton is out, 2 down. We'll bring up Jim Eisenreich. Grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up. And knocked in a run. 4-3 Dodgers lead. We're in the 3rd inning. Well, our nostalgia game coming up Sunday, August 1st, a week from Sunday against the Pirates. It's always a special day. The Phils and Bucks will wear uniforms from 1933 as we turn back the clock. And all fans receive a great looking poster featuring all the Phillies offensive players, compliments of Thriftway. That'll be our nostalgia game Sunday, August 1st, 1:35. For ticket information, just call 463-1000. Foul down the first base side. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ground ball. What a diving grab by Snyder. Doesn't get him, though. Eisenreich beats it out. Great effort by Corey Snyder, but Eisenreich, who has good speed, beat the throw.
Corey Snyder taking over for Wallach, who's out with a broken rib, likes to play third base. As Harry said, he's got a good arm. When he plays right field, he has one of the better arms in the league. So from third, he's really got a rifle. But he threw a little bit wide, and Eisenreich runs well.
Here's Milt Thompson. He lined out to deep right his first time up. One ball and no strikes. Foul down the left field side. 1-1 the count to Milt Thompson. 3rd inning, Dodgers lead it 4-3. Milt beats the ball foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Got him with that off-speed pitch, struck him out. The 3rd strikeout for Astacio. Phillies are out in the 3rd. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom half of the third inning. It's 4-3 Los Angeles.
We know how to help you save during the Dodge 93 model clearance. Take that Caravan with the family value package you've been wanting. Yep, the one with air at no extra charge. For a total savings of up to $13.57. So you can buy America's best-selling minivan for around 15 grand.
Is this correct?
Absolutely. The factory-authorized 93 model clearance. See your nearest Dodge dealer today.
David Hepworth exported baseball jerseys exclusively to Mexico, but now the game and his jerseys are catching on in Russia. Fortunately, AT&T's favorite nation options save him money on the two countries he calls most automatically, like Mexico and Russia, or wherever baseball catches on next. Favorite nation options only from AT&T. Far and away the best in the business.
If you want your car done right, it has to be done by the right people.
We take care of our customers. We do the job right.
Quality all the way.
Experience counts. The customer comes first. Satisfaction guaranteed.
We're only as good as our people. That's why Jiffy Lube is America's favorite oil change.
We got experience at Jiffy Lube.
Tonight's Phillies game on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by Bud Light. If you want great taste that won't fill you up and never lets you down, make it a Bud Light. By your local Dodge dealers coming today because we know how to help. And by Pizza Hut. Call Pizza Hut Delivery now and have your pizza by the sixth inning. Corey Snyder leads off for Los Angeles. He grounded out his first time up. One ball and no strikes. Our trivia question tonight, the 1963 Dodgers swept the New York Yankees in the World Series using only 4 pitchers. Can you name them?
Well, I'm going to throw all 4 guesses at you at once, and, we'll see what happens.
All right.
Koufax, Drysdale, Padres, and Peronowski.
Outstanding. Outstanding. Good show.
Got it?
That's correct.
Hello.
Yeah. Koufax, Drysdale, Padres, and Peronowski. Of course, Peronowski, the only bullpen pitcher of the 3, and 3 starters.
And 2 pitching coaches here tonight. Padres and Peronowski.
Ground ball, nice grab. Stocker throws him out. Good play by Kevin Stocker. That's why they like his actions. That play right there.
Yeah, well, that's a play that big league shortstop needs to make. Good move to his left, gloves it, and then comes up and throws out Corey Snyder.
Karras.
Brings on Eric Karros, who struck out his first time up.
Phillies have been struggling lately, and Kevin Stocker is not one of the reasons.
Certainly isn't. He's playing just about everybody in the hole for some reason. He plays Karras there. He had played Eric Davis there. He played even Jody Reed there. I don't know if it's because of Williams not overpowering or what. They expect him to pull him. Or...
I think that's what it is.
1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 the count to Karros. 2 balls and a strike. Two. Taps that ball. Holland's going to have to hurry. Got him. Nice play by Hollins. That's 2 down. And we'll bring on Mike Piazza, who opened that 4-run second with a triple.
Good play by Dave Hollins on the run. Ball slows up in the grass. So you have to take that throw and make a crow hop, the play, make a crow hop and throw, and he got him.
Speaking of Don Drysdale, I saw Ann Myers Drysdale tonight, and she wanted to thank everybody in baseball for their support during these days of grieving. She's a brave lady.
Yeah, I'd like to have said on that trivia question that 3 out of the 4 are here tonight.
Yeah. What a good man. 2-0 to Piazza.
Rick Monday, another very good man, has taken his place right now, helping out on the Dodger broadcasts.
Foul backing out of play. 2-1 to Piazza. He tripled and scored a run. Dodgers lead 4-3. Three balls and a strike to Piazza. Wide with it, walked him. Third walk given up by Williams. He had walked only 3 coming into this game in 16 innings, but he's walked 3 here. We're in the third, and the batter is Eric Davis, who walked his first time up. A little bit wide, 1-0. One ball and one strike to Eric Davis. 4-3 Dodgers lead. We're in the bottom of the third. Game 1 of this 3-game series. Foul tip. 1-2. Williams, last-minute starter after Ben Rivera was hit in the finger by a pitch in batting practice. Pops a foul. A lot of foul ground here, and John Kruk makes a good play. That'll retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. Rich Ashburn joins Chris Wheeler in the 4th after 3, 4-3 Dodgers.
You've seen it before. The ones who run with the herd, and the one who always seems to run alone.
$6 million over 8 years. Tony Kukoc looking forward to joining the Bulls and being a part of a winner.
My biggest reason is to prove to myself that like a good European player, I can play even in the NBA. Here, I'm a new rookie, right?
That's right. With Kukoc in the lineup, Phil Jackson expects his Bulls to generate more offense, but there's one problem. When does he play, and who will sit when he does? John Paxson's minutes are expected to be affected the most. The Bulls eventually would like to use Kukoc as a 6'10" point guard. More on Chicago's new addition later on in the show. As for the numbers Nolan Ryan was looking for, about 6 or 7 innings of work in his first start in 2.5 months.
Didn't quite make it that far, but he'll take it. Ryan and the Rangers up against the Brewers earlier tonight on ESPN. We'll have highlights coming up next, and then later in the show. Colts are still waiting for their #1 quarterback, Jeff George, to make it.
The world's most advanced automobiles, now at a very special rate for a limited time.
Well, back here at Dodger Stadium, we'd like to remind you about the next homestand. The St. Louis Cardinals will be coming to town Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. A business person special on Thursday, July the 29th. Then the Pittsburgh Pirates for the weekend of Friday, July 30th, Saturday, July the 31st, and Sunday, August 1st will be the nostalgia game, the last visit to the Vet for these two clubs. A head-to-head meeting between the Phillies and the Cardinals. Call 463-1000. We look at a nice crowd here tonight, as always, at Dodger Stadium. Rich Ashburn joins us here in the fourth. They've made yet another scoring change on that play. Now there is a caught stealing involved for Astacio. So it will be a stolen base for Butler, a caught stealing for Astacio, and an error on Hollins. We want to get it
whatever it was ugly.
Wasn't it?
Yeah. The whole inning was ugly.
Amen.
Right from the get-go.
And it was a 4-run inning for the Dodgers, and they now lead it 4-3 after the Phillies had jumped out 3-0. And we're in the fourth. Kevin Stocker will lead it off, followed by Mike Williams and then Lenny Dykstra. Stocker bunted for a base hit his last time up and scored a run. Astacio misses outside. Boy, he just keeps doing things well. Another base hit for Kevin Stocker, who's 2 for 2.
He's a stroker for the bat, and he doesn't overswing. Certainly he tries to meet the ball. And this is a Spalding guide swing right here. Just kind of put the barrel of the bat, laid the barrel of the bat on a pretty good pitch. It was down.
368 on his 2 for 2.
Try to pull that ball, you'll hit a nice little ground ball to the second baseman usually.
Williams will be up there to bunt. He sacrificed successfully his last time up, and he gets it down again. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Piazza to Jody Reed. Sacrificed 2-4 on the play, and Stocker moves to second with 1 out for Dykstra.
Center fielder Lenny Dykstra.
Last time Stocker was on second base after Williams bunted him over, he stole third and then scored on a drawn-in infield as Dykstra poked it through on the right side.
Been some funky hits in this game by both clubs.
A lot of them. Dodgers rally was unbelievable with 2 outs as they scored 4 runs on a variety of clunkers and some misplays by the Phillies. The Phillies had a weird first inning when they picked up a couple. Lenny knocked in his 29th run of the year last time up. Stocker at second with 1 out. And the breaking ball from Astacio over for a strike. Dykstra batting at 293 coming into the game, now at 294 on a 1 for 2 night. Ripped to right center. Here comes Webster, and he makes a good play. Webster came on, got a good jump, ran it down. Stocker stays at second, and Dykstra's retired, 2 outs.
Second baseman Mickey
Webster does a good job of cutting balls off in the gap. You see him go right to it. Plays a fairly deep right field. That allows you to cut off some of that base hit territory, at least deep.
I think he juggled that a little bit too. And Morandini, the batter, 1 for 2 with a run scored. Down the line, but foul. Morandini got jammed his first time up and squirted a ball towards third and beat it out, and then struck out on a high fastball in the second inning. Astacio has walked 2, both in the first. He struck out 3. Phillies have out hit the Dodgers 6-4, but trailed by a run here in the fourth. Truck waits on deck. They're 2 outs. Piazza wanted that pitch, and he's having a little talk with Gary Darling about it. Looper towards left. Davis a long run, and he makes a great play in left center. Telling you, the Dodgers made two outstanding plays in the outfield in that inning, and the Phillies are denied. Look at this play by Davis.
On the dead run and the webbing of his glove. That really looked like extra bases.
That's it. Phillies are out in the fourth. They trail it 4-3.
Darian tracks a bloodthirsty killer from the future.
Here to send you back.
But his search for clues lands him in trouble with the law.
They put out an APB for my arrest.
On the next Time Tracks. And a deadly battle.
Kill him.
Only Kane can stop.
My pupil does not fight.
Or can he?
Coward.
On the next Kung Fu, the legend continues.
Wednesday beginning at 8 on PHL 17.
Introducing, for a limited time, the Taco Bell Wild Tacos. As tasty as the originals, with one little difference. They're hot, man.
The 93 Pontiac Grand Am. You may never see payments this low again. You may never see a price like this again. Don't miss the savings during the 93 Pontiac closeout.
Don't forget the ALS Autograph and Auction Party Monday night, August 2nd, 6 o'clock at the Vet. Phillies' annual affair to benefit the ALS Association. You must order tickets in advance. No tickets will be sold the night of the event. You may call 463-1000 to order those tickets or purchase them in person at the Vet. They are priced at $10. There are a limited amount left. Time's running out right now to get your tickets, so do it right now. Call 463-1000 or go on down to the Vet. Line drive by Mitch Webster right at Mickey Morandini. Now all of a sudden they're starting to hit some balls hard, and they're going right at people on both sides. Webster walked and scored in the Dodgers' 4-run second. He'll be one of the younger fans in attendance here tonight. Jody Reed hit a little humpback liner to right field and knocked in a run in the second and scored a run. Dodgers scored all their runs with 2 outs after Eric Davis got nailed trying to steal second.
Which was a pretty dumb thing to do in that inning, but it really turned out for the Dodgers. Another thing I can't figure out, why do they play Jody Reed as such a pull hitter?
We were talking about that.
Were you?
Yeah. And the only thing we could come up with is Mike Williams doesn't throw real hard. Breaking ball, hit to short, in the hole, throws him out. Good play by Stocker. 2 up and 2 down here in the fourth, and that'll bring up Astacio, who got a really damaging hit his last time up. A little looper to right when it looked like he wasn't going to even be able to make contact, and he wound up knocking in a run, eventually scored the go-ahead run. Let's pause for station identification. This is the Phillies Television Network.
You're watching Phillies baseball on WPHL TV, Philadelphia.
Astacio 1 for 1 with the RBI, his first of the year.
Another mystery to me was the pitch selection on this guy. I mean, he swung and missed at a curveball that he couldn't have reached with a scoop shovel. And then you throw him 2 straight fastballs. I don't understand that. You know, this guy's
breaking ball. He takes it. Once again, the big overshift with Eisenreich playing way over near the line in right field on Astacio. Look at this overshift. Long time to find Eisenreich in the picture.
Looks like the field tilted and everybody just slid to the right.
Well, they don't expect him to pull. 2 outs, nobody on base in the fourth. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. Dalton puts a tag on him. Dodgers are gone here in the 4th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Through 4, 4-3 LA.
When Bob borrowed a lawnmower, all he got was short grass. When Bob borrowed hedge clippers, all he got was nice shrubs. When Bob borrowed a ladder, all he got was red shutters. When Bob borrowed a hose, all he got was wet. But when Bob borrowed money, he got indispensable banking services. The Mellon PSFS Smart Accounts. The package accounts for people who borrow as well as save.
It's Saturday. I'm not gonna mow the lawn. I'll hire him to mow the lawn and paint the garage. No, the garage. I'm dreaming big. With Super 7, I'll buy a car. No, cars. Meet exotic people. Not him. Her. I'll be in the money. Moolah. Saturday. Super 7. If I can dream it, I can win it.
Where to find the Mountain Man. A mountain man can often be found on the trail of adventure, in search of remote watering holes, or weathering harsh climates. Most often, however, you'll find the mountain man wherever you find smooth bush beer or easy drinking bush light. So, head for the mountains and find yourself in the wide, open world of the mountain man.
Phillies scored a couple of runs in the first on a Darren Dalton infield single. Second run scored on a Jim Eisenreich ground ball. Phillies also scored a run in the third on a Dykstra single through a drawn-in infield. And then the second inning for the Dodgers was a nightmare for the Phillies with 2 outs and a runner on third. There was a walk, a single by Jody Reed to score a run. Estacio single to score a run. Butler single to score a run. Butler tried to steal. They got him. They got Estacio in a run down. Hollins hit him in the arm with a throw, and the Dodgers scored their 4th run.
And that's where we stand, 4-3, with Kruk the batter leading off. John has walked, scored a run, and struck out. Kruk, Hollins, Dalton, Eisenreich in this inning to face Estacio. Kruk down the left field line, long run, Eric Davis, and oh my goodness, he does it again.
Okay, I don't believe this.
There's a little snake bit right now. Eric Davis didn't catch a ball just like that in the 20th inning. And the Phillies wound up winning the game, but he's made 2 great plays in a row.
Dead run right in that corner. I tell you, they're throwing a little leather at the Phillies right now. That was extra bases, or appeared to be.
Fan pats him on the head down there. Eric Davis has gone to his left and to his right to take doubles away from the Phillies on consecutive batters. Here is Hollins. Over for a strike. He has walked and popped up. Nolan Ryan wins tonight, making a return from the disabled list. Pitched 5 2/3 innings. 1 walk, 6 strikeouts for the 46-year-old Ryan. According to this report, in the first 3 innings, he was clocked at 94 or 93, and then after that 94, and he also threw a pitch at 96. That's unbelievable.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with his arm. He had a hip ailment.
You'd think a 46-year-old arm isn't going to throw 93 or 94 anymore. No matter what kind of legs you put it on.
He says this is his last season.
Yep. He has 320 career wins, 288 losses, a first ballot Hall of Famer someday. Say the least. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He can retire and collect his pension.
That's right.
You collect that at age 45.
Yep, he's 46 now. What a great story he is. Hollins up the middle. Jody Reed coming on, throws across his body. Good play, Jody Reed. 2 outs. The Dodgers made 174 errors last year, and they've obviously improved their defense this season, and they're showing it in this game tonight.
Got rid of the ball quickly and just nipped Hollins before he got to the bag.
They've committed just 70 errors here on July 19th. They're way, way off that pace of last year when they were just terrible. The Phillies have committed a lot more errors than the Dodgers, as their defense has been shaky lately, especially. 1 ball and no strikes on Dalton, who has knocked in a run with an infield hit, his 69th of the year, and grounded out. Two outs, nobody on base. 4-3 LA in the 5th. 1-3 at Dodger Stadium. Stasio throwing mostly breaking balls and changeups, spotting his fastball a little bit, pitching most of the hitters away.
Makes you want to go down there and grab a bat.
Makes you want to. 2-1. Outside, 3-1 as he goes away again.
He never really challenges anybody, you know. He's a nibbler. Just won't say, here, you and me, let's see who wins.
Fly ball down the line. Here comes Davis again. A lot of room for him in fair territory. Grabs it. 3 up and 3 down, and the Phillies trail by 4-3 as we go to the bottom of the 5th.
Okay, panel. How can you recognize the genuine Yellow Pages?
It has a yellow cover.
Good.
It says New Jersey Belle on the front.
Right.
It has more choices inside.
Yes! That's how you tell the genuine article from mere imitators. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
The genuine New Jersey Belle Yellow Pages. 9 out of 10 use it. No other book can match it. A Bell Atlantic company.
It's summer clearance, guys. And here's the catch. With these rebates, I don't want us to yell and scream like everyone else.
Big rebates on Excel?
Oh, yeah. We just got a ton of Excels with $600 rebates that knock them down to $62.99. With 2 years no-cost service, about all they pay for is gas. With these rebates, we'll let everyone else yell. Now let's get out there and sell some cars. Please? Now get limited-time Hyundai summer clearance rebates of up to $2,000 on Sonata V6.
This week on Married with Children, Al's getting hit up for cash.
Another Hallmark moment.
Bud's getting revenge.
Humiliated for me, son.
Kelly's getting a job as a TV weather girl.
Look, folks, it stays up there all by itself.
Peg's getting a surprise.
You're taking me bowling on my birthday?
And Al's getting crazier by the minute. Don't miss Married with Children.
Weeknights at 6:30 and 7 on PHL 17.
Tonight's Phillies game on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by Budweiser, the king of beers, who reminds you friends know when to say when. By your local Quality Plus Ford dealer, where you'll find 5 of the 10 best-selling vehicles in America. And by AT&T, because you're not the same as anybody else. There's the I-Plan. Beautiful look at the palm trees here at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles, California, Chavez Ravine. As the Phillies and the Dodgers play the first of 3. The Dodgers at the top of their lineup. Brett Butler, Jose Offerman, Corey Snyder here in the 5th inning. 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Dodgers 3-6-1 for the Phillies. It'll be Butler, Offerman, Snyder, as we said, here in the 5th against Mike Williams, who was a late addition to the Phillies rotation tonight when Ben Rivera got hit by a pitch in batting practice and had to be scratched. Butler has flied to center and had a broken bat single to right to knock in a run, his 31st of the year. Way up at third is Hollins, anticipating a bunt from Butler.
He has Kruk weigh in, and he has Morandini weigh in on the right side. That's just to prevent the bunt.
And the pitch is outside, 2-0.
To his advantage, it's almost like hitting with the infield in all the time.
Well, Butler's a master at just slapping the ball through on the left side, and he gets a lot more room with that third baseman all the way up. Harry pops one up in the infield. Stocker, the shortstop, says he has it. And does. One away.
That's the one thing he never wants to do, is hit the ball in the air, especially on the infield. But he's a ground ball hitter most of the time, line drive hitter.
And Offerman, the shortstop, will bat. He is 0 for 2. Mike Williams has pitched well tonight, except for that funky second inning. That's when they got all the runs, did the Dodgers, with 2 outs. Offerman's grounded to short and popped up to center. He bunts it. Williams will have to hurry, and he won't get him. A bunt base hit by Jose Offerman. Boy, they die out there in front of home plate. There have been a couple of them tonight, bunt base hits. That's 2.
Really bunted it a little too close to the mound, but he got away with it. The ball just died.
It had a lot of top spin on it, almost backed up.
Well, he topped the ball, and he bunted it a little bit out on the end of the bat. That's how you get it to die.
The way you like to hit your pitching wedge.
It's the way I hit my driver.
Come back to you. Snyder's grounded out twice tonight. Once to second, once to first. A lob toss over to first by Mike Williams. Offerman will run. He's stolen 18 bases in 24 attempts.
Snyder's hit the ball hard, sharply twice. Morandini took one hit away from him, and Stocker took a hit away from him.
Corey Snyder now playing third base after Wallach was hit in the ribs. He suffered a broken rib, put on the disabled list yesterday. Webster playing in right tonight, and Snyder moving in to play third. Another move over, and Offerman's back. Good hit and run situation, except for the fact that Snyder swings through a lot of pitches. Ball and no strikes to Snyder. There goes Offerman. They pitch out. It's a bad pitch out. The throw is still strong, and Mickey Morandini hangs on. Nice play by Dalton on a terrible pitch out, and he gets it.
Yeah, the pitch out was down and away.
Amazing what he got that much on the throw on that pitch out.
Throw. Morandini making the tag. Actually, Dalton would have had Butler on that first attempt Butler made if.
Line to Hollins, and yes, he did get it on the line. So the umpires, and that'll do it here in the 5th inning. No runs a hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. Through 5, 4-3 Dodgers.
Hey, Jersey, I'm buying.
I drink Bud Light because I'm 245 pounds of U.S. steel and sex appeal.
He's unbelievable.
Jersey girls dig Bud Light.
Bud Light is made in New Jersey.
You know, we own that Statue of Liberty. They stole it from us.
Yo, bartender, Bud Light.
You want one too, don't you?
How about a Bud Light?
Yo, it's Jersey stuff. It's Bud Light, you know?
Bud Light, up and away.
Skyscrapers are built to stand indefinitely. Monuments to technical achievement. At Infinity, they wanted luxury cars that would endure. So they patented new methods of construction to reduce body flakes. So seams and joints stay tight. Visit your Infinity showroom and drive the new Q45 to see how rock solid it feels. Better yet, drive an old one.
Lease one of the world's most advanced automobiles, now at a very special rate for a limited time.
David Hepworth exported baseball jerseys exclusively to Mexico, but now the game in his jerseys are catching on in Russia. Fortunately, AT&T's favorite nation options save him money on the two countries he calls most automatically, like Mexico and Russia, or wherever baseball catches on next. Favorite nation options only from AT&T. Far and away the best.
Well, let's take a look at after 5 how the two starters are doing. Mike Williams has walked 3, struck out 2, and given up 5 hits. Pedro Estacio has walked 2, struck out 3, and given up 6 hits. But the Dodgers lead it on an unearned run by a score of 4-3. Phillies with 2 in the first, 1 in the second. Dodgers with 4 in the second. And that's the way it stands, 4-3 as we go to the 6th inning. Jim Eisenreich, Milt Thompson, Kevin Stocker for the Phils. Eisenreich an infield out RBI and a base hit to third. 1 for 2, batting at .341. Another off-speed pitch, gets it over, strike 1.
That's his little curveball. He doesn't throw that much. He's thrown it to Dykstra a couple of times. And I think Morandini seemed to throw that to the left-hand batter. There it is again.
And he grounds it to Jody Reed on a big hop, 1 away.
Left fielder.
Well, the official 1993 Phillies gift and souvenir catalog, courtesy of Kellogg's, is now available. The catalog features all your favorite Phillies items, including jackets, jerseys, t-shirts, caps, and much more. Get this catalog free by calling the Phils at 463-1000 and ask for a Phillies souvenir and gift catalog. Milt Thompson, 0 for 2. He has flied deep to right and struck out. One ball, one strike now at Thompson, with Stocker waiting on deck. Thompson with a hard ground ball, base hit up the middle. Well, the Phillies have their 7th hit of the game, and here comes Kevin Stocker, 2 for 2, and the bullpen is up.
Kevin Stocker.
7 hits, all singles. Hit enough singles, bunch enough, you're in good shape.
Stocker with 2 of those singles, a bunt base hit and a line drive single to center. He scored a run. Phillies have Roger Mason up in their bullpen. Mike Williams due to bat next, but Ricky Jordan's already come out into the on-deck circle to bat for him. There is Ricky. Corey Snyder well up at third now. Stocker's gotten his attention with that bunt base hit in the second. Fastball. With a few hitters, he started with a fastball tonight. Low, ball 1, 1-0 to Kevin Stocker, who takes a look down at Larry Boa. Pedro Estacio, 6'2", 190-pounder, 23 years of age, from the Dominican Republic, signed in November of '87 by the Dodgers as a free agent. Stocker with another ground ball base hit. Thompson, a good jump, will head for third. Webster's throw is cut off, and the Phillies have runners at the corners with 1 out, and Kevin Stocker has his first 3-hit game in the major leagues.
For the Phillies, batting for Williams, number 17.
He used that hole. You know, it wasn't a bullet, but that hole between first and second. In fact, he hit it slowly enough to allow Thompson to get to third.
Well, check that. That's his second 3-hit game in the major leagues. He had one against the Giants. He's had 2 3-hit games.
The other 3-hit game was the right-handed.
Yeah. So here is Jordan batting for Mike Williams.
Infield stays back.
Ricky Jordan at 304 and as a pinch hitter 10 for 32. Here's Mike Williams. Did a good job. Gives up 4 runs, 3 earned. Phillies with a chance to tie it. Pitch to Jordan. Outside, ball 1.
Where Ricky has to show some discipline against this nibbling type pitcher and make him get something hittable.
Jordan's 0 for 3 lifetime off Estacio. All those at bats coming last year. And he continues to nibble 2-0.
There's 2 borderline low outside pitches. Ron Perinoski now is headed towards the mound.
And the Dodgers have their bullpen up. Looks like Omar Dahl, the left-hander, and possibly Rick Trilicek, the right-hander, throwing.
Well, you know, he's behind 2-0 in the count. He still won't give Jordan, you know, a fat pitch to hit. He'll have to chase something borderline if he wants to swing the bat, unless Estacio makes a mistake. And if he makes mistakes, it's usually on the ball side, not the strike side.
Yeah, he is a classic nibbler. There's no doubts about it. There's Roger Mason, will be the Phillies' new pitcher.
Perinoski got a big laugh out of that conference on the mound, whatever it was. Still chuckling.
We'll go back and relay that to Lasorda, I guess. He got a kick out of something that happened. Joe Ferguson there also.
Tommy thinks it's that funny.
2-0 to Jordan. Ball 3. 3-0. Now Ricky will look down at Larry Boa to see if he has a green light. Dykstra waits on deck. Be unlikely that they'll let him swing here off a right-hander.
Well, if you had a pitcher out there that would throw a fat pitch, you'd say, hey, turn him loose. I don't think this guy will throw one down the middle.
Let's see what happens. 3-0. Low.
Oh, whoa.
That's ball 4.
That pitch was certainly low, maybe inside.
Look at Fergosi. He can't believe that.
You see, he called that too soon. A lot of times this pitch is automatic, but look at that ball where it winds up. And that's a joke. The guy hasn't done a bad job back there tonight either.
That's where it crosses the front of the plate, but it's even low then. And now it's 3-1.
Probably inside.
You run him here at first. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
No.
Okay.
I do not.
That's Kevin Stocker at first. Larry Boa talking to Milt Thompson at third.
If they get Ricky out, you'd still have Lenny coming up with a hole open at first. On the other hand, you run the runner, might stay out of a double play, and you might strike out and get thrown out into a double play.
A lot of things could happen. We'll see. Stocker will watch him. He goes. Jordan swings and misses at a terrible pitch. And Stocker winds up at second base. So Jordan, who should have walked on the 3-0, turns around and says something to Gary Darling, and he's still yapping at him on the way back.
Well, he's blaming Darling for swinging at that pitch. He said, well, you made me swing at that because you called one like that. But then that's really kind of weak.
Yeah.
Because that pitch was at least as bad as the one that was called on him, maybe even worse. You see how far down this is and inside. That bounced, I think.
It's a miracle that Piazza caught it. Oh, boy. So that will bring up Dykstra 1 for 3 with an RBI. When you're going the way the Phillies are going right now, all kinds of weird things happen to you, and a lot of them are bad, and that's what is going on. And they're going to walk Dykstra to get to Morandini.
Yeah, they're bad, but a lot of those bad things you create yourself.
Amen.
I mean, the bad fielding you create yourself. The swinging at pitches that bounce up there, those are things you create yourself.
Yeah, and you get a 3-0 pitch. It's not called.
Yeah.
Not called ball 4, which really sets up your whole inning.
Certainly could make a big difference.
Morandini tonight is 1 for 3 with an infield hit and a run scored. So the Phillies have him loaded with 2 outs. And they trail by a run.
Really nothing that a good 2-out base hit wouldn't cure.
Stasio's going to work from the full windup.
But you got to swing at strikes. That was a ball. That was down. This guy will not throw strikes. Look at that. Down around the ankles.
Morandini can keep it going. Kruk waits on deck. There's John. And he stays off. That's the same pitch he swung out on the first one. And now it's 2-1. Tommy looking on calmly. Stasio's now walked 3 and struck out 3. Or 4. There's 4 strikeouts. Way high and outside. 3-1.
I don't know. Somebody told this Stasio that you never groove a pitch, because he certainly hasn't.
See what happens here. 3-1 to Morandini. Morandini took all the way then. Now it's full, so everybody will be running.
That was a strike. Now this is the key pitch for Morandini.
Stasio's got to be tough to watch.
And a pitch out of a windup. Give everybody a good start.
Phillies with him loaded. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Stasio almost started. Now here they go. And he walked it. Ball 4 and the game is tied. Stasio jumping around out there, but he deserved that. And here comes Peronowski, and that means we'll have a pitching change with the left-hander Omar Dahl out there and Kruk due to bat.
I think he got just what he deserved here. I mean, he refused to throw strikes all night. I think that's pitching scared, but maybe it's pitching smart.
So the wave to the bullpen as the left-hander Omar Dahl will come in. And the Phillies have the game tied at 4-4. The bases remain loaded. We'll be back right after this.
Upon completing the rear axle of C diagram set using a 9-inch gripping wrench, tighten the C diagram set to secure the frame extenders to the housing mount.
On to by O'Brien. Eric is thinking, is this a test?
Just got a piece of it to stay alive. And the pressure on Franco too. It's 3-2 and Gwynn is on deck, so he doesn't want to have to go after a tough batter like Gwynn.
And a worn down Gutierrez on at first. Hit hard up the middle, base hit. Gutierrez will go to third. And the thing
25 or more.
Not want to see is going to happen. Tony Gwynn coming up.
And Tuffle does it to the Mets once again this year. His second.
And the left-hander Omar Dahl is in the ball game. By the way, Ricky Jordan is out at home plate right now with Jim Fregosi. I guess he got thrown out of this game by Gary Darling from the bench because Jordan was very upset about that pitch that was called strike one to him, and then I think we documented what happened after that, so he must have thrown him out.
Probably out of the game anyway, but Jordan was I think jawing at him from the dugout, and certainly.
Doug Brocail, the pitcher, is in to run for Tim Tuffle, and Tony Gwynn is the batter. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Ball 1.
Meanwhile, Dahl continues to warm up.
I don't think Ricky even swears. I've never heard him swear.
No. So Gary Darling writes it down on his card there. He'll be sending that into the league office for a possible fine. And Jordan is still.
I take it back. I just saw him swear.
Uh-oh.
One and 0 to Tony Gwynn.
Not Ricky Jordan. Anyway, Omar Dahl, the pitcher, the left-hander out of Venezuela, was not even in camp with the Dodgers this year. And he's the one left-hander they can bring out of the pen. Saw the numbers.
Ball 3.
Inning. Phillies with a run in, and the game is tied at 4. Kruk tonight has walked and scored, struck out and flied to left on a great catch by Eric Davis. Strike call to John Kruk.
That's another thing about Eustacio with the catches that were being made behind him. You would think he would want him to hit the ball, but you can't catch ball 4 out there.
Dodgers have played really good defense tonight. Here's the 0-1 to Kruk. Another breaking ball.
Back in the 7th inning.
Line drive, left field, in is Orsulak, and this game is tied.
A hanger.
So Kruk buried 0-2.
Missed the outside corner. It was a good call, though, and a good pitch.
I think he threw a fastball, too, didn't he?
Yeah, it was a fastball. I think Kruk, was kind of thinking curve because he looked so bad on the other one, but he did miss the outside corner.
A ball and 2 strikes on Kruk. Big play by Piazza on another breaking ball in the dirt. Now it's 2-2. Phillies have Kevin Stocker at third base, Lenny Dykstra at second, and Mickey Morandini on at first. They are loaded. The game is tied at 4. And those runners out there belong to that gentleman, Pedro Estacio. Two and 2 to Kruk. Breaking ball, beaten foul first base side.
He could be throwing one too many breaking balls to Kruk, because Kruk can hit the breaking ball, especially if it's a pitch that starts at him. Now, if he starts it over the plate, then Kruk could be in trouble. It would probably wind up a ball, but sometimes you swing at that one.
Here's the 2-2 on the way. Missed inside. Full count. So once again, all the base runners will be off. 3 balls and 2 strikes and 2 outs. Hollins waits on deck. That's Stocker at third. Dykstra at second. Morandini at first.
I would think that Kruk could look for the fastball here. You would think that as a hitter.
Here's the pitch. Low, ball 4, and it was a fastball. Kruk very patient. After getting down 0-2, he's credited with his 53rd run batted into the year, and the Phillies now are back on top 5-4 on 2 bases loaded walks.
Yeah, that's had him 0-2 and lost him. That was a good at bat by Kruk, considering he looked pretty bad on that first curveball he swung at.
Dave Holland's a .319 hitter from the right side and 2 for 4 this year off Omar Dahl. Holland's yet to homer since he's come back. Breaking ball, a slow, tantalizing 1 over for a strike. He'll turn the ball over to right-hand hitters, so kind of a screwball. Hollins to left field. Back goes Eric Davis, and there's room at the warning track. And Eric Davis has it. Hollins hit it well, and it died on the track in left field. He just got out front of it. But the Phillies get 2 runs in the inning on just 2 hits.
No matter how well you plan, no matter how hard you try, there's always the possibility that something can go wrong. That's why nobody should be without the protection of a big, strong insurance.
Dealer has the #1 selling small car, the Ford Escort. Reliable and loaded with extras. Drive the Escort for just $199 per month for 24 months. Choose from 4 models, all at one low price. $199 per month. Only at your #1 selling Quality Plus Ford dealer.
5 of the top 10 sellers, all American built quality. See your Ford dealer today. Get behind the wheel and turn the key.
There was an old lady who lived in a shoe. A fresh little crib, you know, and brand spanking new. And that shoe let her do things that no man could do. She jukes and she cuts and stops dead in her tracks. She plants and she spins, leaving chumps on their backs. And who gets the credit? Some mother named Goose. Check you out, yo. Converse, of course, and that new React juice.
Recently, an object was sighted.
It was big. It was just big.
Too big to measure with the human eye. They say it could show up anywhere.
Whoa! Did you see that? Pizza Hut!
Bigfoot from Pizza Hut.
Out of sight, big.
21 slices.
I can handle it.
On a totally different crust.
Whoa!
For a ridiculously low $10.99. It's a legendary value. Bigfoot from Pizza Hut. The biggest pizza you can get delivered.
Gotcha. Go Blue. Tonight's Phillies game on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by the Pennsylvania Lottery. Lottery proceeds benefits older Pennsylvanians. Nationwide Insurance. Nationwide is on your side. Your Nationwide insurance agent in Philadelphia is William Wasotsky. And by Bell Atlantic Mobile, advanced technology and people who make it mean something. Phillies' new pitcher, the right-hander Roger Mason. Overall numbers on Roger Mason, you see them with the Phillies. He has no record coming into game number 7, a high earned run average of 7.71. A lot of that garnered in the night he took one for the club in one of those giant blowouts. Roger Mason will face 3 right-handed batters in Eric Karros, Mike Piazza, and Eric Davis. Pitch is popped up, foul, first base side, long run, Kruk and Dalton, and they won't get there. It just goes into the dugout. A lot of foul territory in this ballpark. Phillies with 5 runs now and 8 hits and an error, and the Dodgers with 4 runs, 5 hits and no errors. The starting pitchers are the pitchers of record. Mike Williams for the Phillies and Pedro Estacio for Los Angeles. Karros tonight 0 for 2. He struck out, grounded out. Mason throws a lot of sliders, throws one there, and it's over for a strike. Roger Mason lifetime against the Dodgers in 18 games. He's 2-3 with an earned run average of 3.16. Jam to left field. A long run. Milt Thompson still coming. He's there. And Milt grabs it in fair territory. One away.
Mason got away with a mistake there.
Well, he might have gotten a struggling hitter because Karras is having some problems.
The off-speed pitch that was on the inside part of the plate, and Karras, I think, saw it, but he just didn't hit it.
Piazza got a gift triple his first time up and scored a run, and Mike has also walked. Fastball, low, ball one. That's that ball that dropped between Dykstra and Eisenreich in right center and then rolled to the wall. There's another slider, and he didn't miss that. That's a tie game. Oh, that's the same pitch he just threw to Karras that Karras didn't get. Mike Piazza's 19th of the year, and we are tied at 5.
Now, you can't make a mistake to Piazza up and in the inside part of the plate because he really has a quick bat, and he can get the barrel there in a hurry. Listen, see, that slider, inner half of the plate and up.
Yeah, he certainly wanted to get it away from him. Now here's Eric Davis. He beats one foul third base side. Davis 0 for 1 tonight with a walk. So the Phillies keep taking leads in this game, and the Dodgers either go ahead or tie, and this time they've tied it. Down low, 1-1. Breaking ball, he got that one away from him. 1-2. There's the fans out there with that home run ball hit by Piazza. That is the 4th home run that Piazza has hit off the Phillies this season. Another breaking ball, and a little looper to right, and a base set. Davis hit it right off the end of the bat. Whoa. He was thinking about maybe going to second, but he slipped at first. Eisenreich was on it pretty quickly, and Davis was making a quick turn there, and wheels went out from under him.
You give Davis a little credit here. He hit a tough pitch away from him. Here it looked like somebody bulldogging there.
Looks like they're going to get a runner for him. Nope, no, that's somebody bringing out baseballs. I thought maybe he hurt himself. That's a big ball boy that just came out. Size of that guy.
Yeah, I always hated that when the bat boy was bigger than me. I figured maybe I ought to be taking care of the bats and let him hit.
That guy looked like a player coming out of the dugout. Webster, the batter, he's walked and scored and lined out. He's 0 for 1. Davis will run. He's been thrown out once tonight. Mason is 6'6". Takes a while to get the ball to home plate, so you might see Davis take off and run here. We're tied again at 5 here in the 6th inning. Popped up shallow center. Dykstra's right there. And Lenny grabs it for the 2nd out of the inning. Jody Reed 1 for 2 with an RBI hit and a run scored. Dodgers have yet to send someone out to the on-deck circle. The pitcher Dahl due to bat next. And they do have activity in the bullpen. Lenny Harris sitting there with a bat beside Tom Lasorda. Pitch to Reed is outside. Jim Gott, who's been closing for the Dodgers quite a bit this year, served up a 3-run home run ball in the 9th inning the other night. Is the pitcher warming up? Strike called on the inside corner, says Ron Darling. There is Gott, the big right-hander. Dodgers have 5 right-handers in the panel to go with the left-hander Omar Dahl. Well, they're playing Jody Reed to pull no matter who's pitching, it looks like, because Morandini is well up the middle, and look at Hollins at third over near the line.
Well, the outfield has shifted back a little bit to the opposite field, but not the infield.
Playing him to pull in the infield and the other way in the outfield. Strike 2 call, 2-2. Henry Rodriguez, a left-handed batter, is on deck. There he is. He would bat for the pitcher Dahl if Reed keeps the inning alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Dodgers a run in on Piazza's 19th homer of the year. Strike 3 called. Jody Reed didn't like it, but he's out on strikes. A run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. Through 6, 5-5 ball game. Harry Callis will be back with Whitey in the 7th.
Come see castles and knights. Explore legends, be bold. Conquer dragons, cross countries, hear tales being told. Adventures waiting, there's no time to waste. Come see, come conquer, there's only one place. Lore's Gardens, a nearby faraway place. Lore's Gardens, Williamsburg, come see, conquer.
From 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue to right here in Pennsylvania, people are searching for new choices in healthcare.
The costs are strangling me.
Which inspired Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield to create the new Personal Choice.
It seems like you always have to give something up.
A health plan that gives people the benefits of an HMO.
No one has the right to tell me what doctor I can see.
Without asking them to give up their freedom. Personal Choice, the health plan that controls costs, not people.
The Phillies look to cook a Canadian goose when they play Montreal Tuesday, August 10th, and Wednesday, August 11th at 7:35. And Thursday, August 12th at 12:35 at a business person special. Then Bonilla, Doc, and the Mets make a house call Friday, August 13th, 7:35. Saturday, August 14th, 7:05. And Sunday, August 15th at 1:35. When kids 14 and under get a free Phillies road jersey. Call 463-1000.
They say you never forget your first job. I know I remember mine.
Tomorrow at 5:30 on PHL 17. You're watching Philadelphia's movie station, PHL 17.
After 6 innings of play, it's the Phillies 5 and the Dodgers 5.
Catcher.
Tomorrow at 6:30, check out the bargains at the Bundy Garage Sale. And at 7, Elle's Friend scores big on Married with Children here on PHL 17. Harry Callis, 7th inning. Harry.
All right, thanks, Rich. And Darren Dalton leads it off. 1 ball and no strikes to Dutch. He was singled, grounded out, and flied out. He has knocked in a run. He has homered off this Omar Dahl. Beat him a ball game at Veterans Stadium. That's the pitch he hit out, too, a curveball. That was a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. This with that curveball, 2 balls and a strike. Phil's 5 runs, 8 hits, and error. Dodgers 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. We're in the 7th. Line drive down the right field line. That is a fair ball. One hop and into the stands for a ground rule double. So Dalton is a leadoff base runner, and that'll bring on Jim Eisenreich.
Pitch was in on Dalton, but he got the barrel of the bat out there in a hurry. Just fair. One big hop into the crowd. And Eisenreich will try to move him one way or to other.
Either try to pull the ball or try to butt him over. Eisenreich has hit into a fielder's choice, has an infield single and is grounded out. He has knocked in a run. Shows bunt and takes it low for a ball, 1-0.
Happy birthday to Scott Marlin in the great Northeast, celebrating on this 19th of July.
Got that one over, 1-1. He pulled the ball all right. A base hit to right field. Dalton rounding third will score. And the Phillies lead at 6-5 on an RBI single by Jim Eisenreich.
Dahl is really in love with that curveball, maybe too much sometimes. That's what Eisenreich just ripped past first baseman Karros.
Oh, the Phils have taken a 6-5 lead. Eisenreich drives in his second run of the night. Brings on Milt Thompson, who is lined out to deep right, struck out, singled, and scored a run. One ball and no strikes. Eisenreich has stolen the base tonight. He has 4 this year. He hadn't been caught. Dahl keeping an eye on him. Ground ball, fair ball, past the diving Corey Snyder. Eisenreich on his way to third. He'll reach third easily. And the Phillies have runners at first and third, and still nobody out. So Dahl, the left-hander, facing 3 left-hand hitters here in the 7th, hasn't gotten any of them out.
Eric Davis plays Thompson over there towards the line. Snyder wasn't that close to the line, so Davis was able to hold it to a single. Now we see Ron Peronowski coming out again, and looks like he's going to make a double change.
Pitcher is scheduled to lead off the bottom half of this inning, so it looks like a double switch for the Dodgers. Jim Gott has been up in the bullpen. And nobody out. Bills lead it by a score of 6-5.
It's the fellow we saw in that 20-inning game for what, 4, 5, 6 innings, I think.
Rick Trilicek.
Trilicek pitched 4+ innings. He wound up losing that 20-inning game.
One of his 2 losses. He's 0-2 with a 5.18 ERA. This is his 26th game. He's pitched 40 innings, giving up 36 hits and 23 earned runs, 24 strikeouts, and 15 walks. First one to face him will be Kevin Stocker. Stocker has had a great ball game. 3 for 3. 2 runs scored. 2 stolen bases.
The double play combination is back. Corners are up. Snyder at third, and of course Karros holding the bag at first on Milt Thompson.
Pete Incaviglia has moved into the on-deck circle to bat for the pitcher Roger Mason. Bouncing ball, didn't get the tag there, but they get the out at first base. Coming in to score is Eisenreich, and the Phillies lead it 7-5. Gives Stocker a run batted in. Thompson eluded the tag.
Just couldn't quite reach Milt. Milt got by him. That was good base running by Milt. Just missed him. And a good call down there by Joe West, who was right in the line of fire so he could see it.
And here's Pete Incaviglia batting for Mason. Thompson at second base and 1 out. Phil's lead 7-5. 1-0 to Incaviglia. Incaviglia hitting at .256, 13 homers. He's knocked in 53. As a pinch hitter, he's 4 for 14. In the outside corner at the knees, 1 ball and 1 strike to Incaviglia. Pause for station identification on the Phillies television network.
You're watching Phillies baseball on WPHL TV, Philadelphia.
2 balls and a strike to Incaviglia. Slam, knocked down by Offerman, picks it up. Good scoop, Karros. Well, Incaviglia hit a BB, but a good play by Offerman, who recovered in time, and a good scoop by Karros.
Thompson had to hold. Fortunately for Offerman, that ball dropped right by him, and fortunately also, Karros was able to scoop his throw out of the dirt.
Bring on Lenny Dykstra. Lenny's lined out to right, singled, lined out to right, and been intentionally walked. Well hit to left center field, but there's Eric Davis.
He thinks he only thought there was 1 out.
Eric Davis has made some great plays in the outfield, saving the Dodgers a lot of runs tonight, but the Phillies take the lead here in the 7th. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 1 left. Stretch time at Dodger Stadium. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Phil's lead 7-5.
Safe to go into the water. Jaws, the revenge.
Thursday at 8 on PHL 17.
With these summer clearance rebates, we won't have to yell and scream to sell a lot of Elantras.
Do we have enough Elantras?
We just got plenty of them. And I want them out the door at $81.49 after the $1,000 rebate. With 2 years no-cost service, about all they'll pay for is gas. It's the best time for selling without yelling. Now let's get out there and sell some cars. Now get limited time Hyundai summer clearance rebates of up to $2,000 on Sonata V6.
It's Saturday. I'm not gonna mow the lawn. I'll hire him to mow the lawn and paint the garage. No, the garage. I'm dreaming big. With Super 7, I'll buy a car. No, cars. Meet exotic people. Not him, her. I'll be in the money. Moolah. Saturday. Super 7. If I can dream it, I can win it.
Hello, I'm Dick Vermeil. Stress. Is it a natural part of life? Stress is your body's response to the demands of life. Exercise or physical activity is the #1 stress reliever. Before you begin an exercise program, check with your doctor.
Phillies have had a couple of bases loaded walks to get it back in the ball game. Kevin Stocker's 3 for 4, a couple of stolen bases, 2 runs, an RBI. Eisenreich 2 for 4 with a couple of RBIs. Phillies 7 runs, 11 hits, an error. Dodgers 5, 7 and 0. How we stand in the bottom of the 7th.
And David West will be the new pitcher. David West is 1-1 loss, 2 saved, 2 at 2.75 ERA. This is 41st game. Average is better than strikeout per inning, 52 and a third innings, 54 strikeouts, 26 walks. Raul Mondesi is going to lead off, just called up from Albuquerque. Mondesi, a right-hand hitter, is batting for Henry Rodriguez. One ball and 1 strike to Mondesi. Mondesi was hitting .279 at Albuquerque, 10 homers, 55 RBIs. He's a 22-year-old from the Dominican Republic. Bouncing ball up the middle, base hit. So Mondesi in his first major league at-bat singles.
Phillies were playing him as a dead pull hitter, and that's why Stocker couldn't catch up to the ball. They're throwing that one out. He'll want to keep it.
And we'll bring on Brett Butler.
Lenny talking to himself. He could have 4 hits with about 3 doubles tonight.
Yeah, he's
or maybe a triple in there, but he's 1 for 4. The ball that he didn't hit very well was his base hit. Knocked in a run.
The infield drawn in on that hit. Here's Butler, who is 1 for 3. 1 ball and no strikes. David West on for Roger Mason. Mason going 1 inning, charged with a run, a home run by Mike Piazza. Going away, 3-0.
No lead safe in this game.
Jose Offerman due up next. Three balls and 1 strike. Butler. Checked his swing as the appeal goes to third base umpire Brian Gorman. It's a walk. And so the Dodgers have their first 2 men on base here in the 7th. They'll bring on Jose Offerman, who is grounded out, flied out, and has a bunt single.
Probably bunt again.
Could be bunting here. Larry Anderson is up in the Phillies bullpen now. Raul Mondesi at second base. Brett Butler at first. Gets the bunt down. Hollins throws him out. Sacrifice is good. It moves the runners to second and third. Well, with 1 out, it brings on Corey Snyder and Jim Fregosi coming out.
Excellent sacrifice bunt. He had to go down to get a throw.
For the right-hand batters coming up, he will call on Larry Anderson, come in from the Phillies bullpen to take over for David West here in the 7th inning. Phillies lead at 7-5, but the Dodgers have the tying run at second base. Pitching change for the Phils. We're in the 7th, 7-5 Phillies. Back after these messages.
It's Saturday. I'm not going to mow the lawn. I'll hire him to mow the lawn and paint the garage. No, the garage. I'm dreaming big. With Super 7, I'll buy a car. No, cars. Meet exotic people. Not him. Her. I'll be in the money. Moolah. Saturday. Super 7. If I can dream it, I can win it.
It happened branch by branch, neighborhood by neighborhood, community by community. Now with over 600 locations in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut, the banks of First Fidelity offer customers the largest branch network in the region. We also offer the strength of over $30 billion in assets. And we will grow stronger, neighborhood by neighborhood, community by community. First Fidelity.
Anderson is the Phillies' new pitcher. This will be his 34th game. He's won 3, lost 1, no saves, a 1.93 ERA. And he has pitched 32 2/3 innings, given up 27 hits and 7 earned runs. He has struck out 31 while walking 12. He'll be facing the meat of the Dodger order here. Corey Snyder and Eric Karros scheduled to bat. Both right-hand hitters, so Anderson summoned in to try to get the right-hand hitters out. San Diego has just lost to the Mets in 10 innings, 2-1. And Franco won that one for New York. Loss going to Gene Harris. Charlie O'Brien, a home run for New York. Here at 7-5 Phils. This one seesawed back and forth. Phillies had a 3-0 lead and trailed 4-3. Then went ahead 5-4, then was tied, went back ahead 7-5, and now the Dodgers with runners at second and third and 1 out. Corey Snyder is twice grounded out and lined out to Dave Hollins. Joe Mondesi at third base. Brett Butler at second.
See what Anderson has done with the runners he's inherited, which is outstanding.
One ball and no strikes. Fouls it back. 1-1 the count to Corey Snyder. Just missed. A little bit wide. 2-1.
Trying to get Snyder to chase that little slider outside.
High fly ball popped into shallow center. Dykstra makes the catch, and the runners will hold. So Snyder out on a fly ball to shallow center field. That's 2 down, and that'll bring on Eric Karros. Karros is struck out, grounded out, flied out to left.
One big out for Larry Anderson without any damage. Phillies were conceding a run. They had their infield back.
One strike to Karros. Get the feeling that Stocker is playing too much in the hole. Anderson relies on a slider away from hitters. There's a lot of the middle part of the diamond up. Two balls and a strike.
Especially he's trying to, keep him outside anyway. Trying to get that slider out there where Karros will reach for it.
2-2, another slider.
That's a perfect pitch right there. I mean, that was just either right on or right off the outside corner. I mean, that's a good pitch. It looked like it was a little off the corner. Tried the same pitch.
3-2 to Karros, who has been struggling. You don't want to walk him with a fellow that's due up next who hasn't been struggling. Mike Piazza. Just at the last minute reached out and fouled that off.
He's been out there with every pitch. You would think that a good sinker ball right on that inside corner would be a good pitch. You would think that. But I think he'll stay with what works for him usually.
So Anderson puts himself in a position here where he was facing a hitter who was struggling, and now he's facing a hitter who's not. Mike Piazza with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Piazza has tripled, walked, and homered.
This could very well be the ball game, this batter, one way or the other, even though it's only the 7th.
One ball and no strikes. Dalton calls time, wants a word with Anderson.
Well, he didn't want to leave that slider inside. That's what Mason did, and Piazza hit it deep into those left field bleachers.
One ball and no strikes to Mike Piazza with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Good slider.
A little too far out there for Piazza to reach. He could reach it with his bat, but really couldn't put a real good swing on it.
Fly ball right field. Eisenreich is there and then will retire the side. So Larry Anderson pitches out of a big jam here in the 7th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 3 left. We move to the 8th. Bills lead 7-5.
The Bud Light Spotlight's on Philly.
We'll tell you what we like with our Bud Light.
Beach volleyball and Bud Light. Give me the Flyers and a Bud Light.
Cheesesteaks?
Cheesesteaks. Cheesesteaks.
And I'm already with the Philly cheesesteaks. Anything goes well with Bud Light. We like Bud Light and dance.
Bud Light!
Bartender, we need a Bud Light.
My mama told me you better shop around. Shop around. You better shop around. My mama told me you better shop around. Shop around. You better shop around.
I always go to the shopping center 9 out of 10 people use.
The genuine Belle of Pennsylvania Yellow Pages. 9 out of 10 use it. No other book can match it. A Bell Atlantic Company.
When Bob borrowed a lawnmower, all he got was short grass. When Bob borrowed hedge clippers, all he got was nice shrubs. When Bob borrowed a ladder, all he got was red shutters. When Bob borrowed a hose, all he got was wet. But when Bob borrowed money, he got indispensable banking services. The Mellon PSFS Smart Accounts. The package accounts for people who borrow as well as save.
Tonight's Phillies game on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by the Bell of Pennsylvania Yellow Pages. No other book can match it. A Bell Atlantic Company. By Jiffy Lube, America's favorite oil change. And by your local Hyundai dealer. Hyundai, cars that make sense. Mickey Morandini will lead it off for the Phils here in the 8th. Phillies lead it 7-5. Morandini has an infield single. He struck out, lined out, and walked.
43, Raul Mondesi.
Raul Mondesi stays in the game to play right field.
Morandini.
And Mickey Morandini leads it off. One ball and one strike. One and two to Morandini. Rick Trilicek came in the 7th inning for Omar Dahl. Fouls it out of play. It's still 1-2. Ball is loose on the foam on the field. Tooney called out on strikes. He knew it. One down here in the 8th. It'll bring up John Kruk. Kruk has walked, struck out, lined out to left on a great catch by Eric Davis, and has walked. Swing dribbler out to the mound, and Krilichek throws Kruk out. It's 2 down. It'll bring up Dave Hollins. Hollins is nothing for 3. He's walked, popped up, grounded out, and flying to deep left. The Phillies tonight has really been kind of the tail end of the order that's gotten the hits. Eisenreich 2, Thompson 2, Stocker 3.
Dykstra's hit the ball hard. He's hitting the tough luck. Dykstra's picked up a couple of base hits with a run scored, run batted in. But you're right, down there at the bottom, they've picked up a lot of hits. 7th and 8th hitter.
Off the glove of Trilicek to Offerman. They throw out Hollins. It'll go 1-6-3 to retire the side. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 7-5. Bills lead.
It happened branch by branch, neighborhood by neighborhood, community by community. Now with over 600 locations in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut, the banks of First Fidelity offer customers the largest branch network in the region. We also offer the strength of over $30 billion in assets. And we will grow stronger, neighborhood by neighborhood, community by community. First Fidelity.
David Hepworth exported baseball jerseys exclusively to Mexico, but now the game in his jerseys are catching on in Russia. Fortunately, AT&T's favorite nation options save him money on the 2 countries he calls most automatically, like Mexico and Russia, or wherever baseball catches on next. Favorite nation options only from AT&T. Far and away the best in the business.
The 93 Pontiac Grand Am. You may never see payments this low again. You may never see a price like this again. Don't miss the savings during the 93 Pontiac closeout.
Well, when the Phils come off this road trip, it'll be the St. Louis Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Pirates moving in. The Redbirds move in July 27th, July 28th, and July 29th. 27th and 28th at 7:35, the 29th at 12:35. That'll be a business person special. Don't forget, business person special number 3. And the Buccos from Pittsburgh move in Friday and Saturday, July 30th and 31st. The 30th at 7:35, the 31st at 7:05. Sunday, August 1st at 1:35. That'll be the nostalgia game as we turn back the clock to 1933. Last visit to Veterans Stadium by the Redbirds and the Buccos. Be sure you get your tickets by calling 463-1000. Eric Davis leads it off for the Dodgers. He has walked, fouled out, and singled, and has played an outstanding defensive left field. Just missing for a ball, 1-0. Got that one over, 1-1 to Davis. Larry Anderson pitched out of his 2nd and 3rd 1-out jam in the 7th inning. Off the end of the bat, popped up toward Mickey Morandini. 1 down, and that'll bring on a pinch hitter for the pitcher, Rick Trilicek. Looks like that Lenny Harris.
Your pitch, please. For the Dodgers, batting for Phillies.
Lenny Harris will come out and bat.
Lenny Harris.
Todd Worrell is up in the Dodger bullpen. Lenny Harris hitting at 245. As a pinch hitter, he is 3 out of 18. One strike to Lenny Harris. Bottom half of the 8th inning, Phil's on top 7-5. Missing for a ball, 1-1. Missed inside, 2-1. Ground ball to the shortstop, Stocker. Harris is retired. That's 2 down. And we'll bring up Jody Reed. Stocker's had a fine ball game here tonight. 3 for 4, 2 runs scored, a run batted in, 2 stolen bases. He's made all the plays at shortstop.
Made one great defensive play down there. That was on Corey Snyder in the 3rd inning.
One strike to Jody Reed. Wide, it's 1-1. Dave Hansen has moved into the on-deck circle. He would bat for on Basie if Jody Reed reaches base. Fouls it back, a ball and 2 strikes. That boy chases it down. The Bat Boys are as big as the players here at Dodger Stadium. Got that number 9.
That kid's old enough to get a job.
The size of those Bat Boys.
Kid has to be 6 foot or better, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think so. There's one of the greatest Phillies fans in the world, Bruce Wendell. Ooh. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Anderson started off the mound.
This crew doesn't seem to be calling those half swings.
Still 2-2 to Jody Reed. Little pop into shallow right, flagged by Morandini, and that'll end the inning. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. We move to the 9th. Phil's lead 7-5.
Live from Philly, it's Bud Light.
Bud Light is in the house! I'm talking about Bud Light.
Bud Light is slamming! We just want a Bud Light, is that so wrong? Salute!
Hola, amigo.
Join the Bud Light, yeah! Birdman loves Bud Light.
I need a Bud Light. We live in Philly and we love Bud Light.
Ask for Bud Light.
The Phillies try to feast on the East when they shuffle the cards Tuesday, July 27th and Wednesday, July 28th at 7:35. And Thursday, July 29th, 12:35 for a business person special. Then the Pirates walk the plank Friday, July 30th at 7:35. Saturday, July 31st at 7:05. And Nostalgia Day, Sunday, August 1st at 1:35 when everyone gets a free poster. Call 463-1000.
Number one in America.
Only your Quality Plus Ford dealer has the #1 selling small car, the Ford Escort. Reliable and loaded with extras. Drive the Escort for just $199 per month for 24 months. Choose from 4 models, all at one low price. $199 per month. Only at your #1 selling Quality Plus Ford dealer.
5 of the top 10 sellers, all American built quality. See your Ford dealer today. Get behind the wheel and turn the key.
After 8 innings of play, it's the Phils 7 and the Los Angeles Dodgers 5. It's a family affair tomorrow night at 8 when Ted Danson and Isabella Rossellini star in Cousins on Philadelphia's movie station, PHL 17. Our throwing Todd Worrell is the new pitcher for the Dodgers. Worrell just off the disabled list. This is 9th game, no wins, 1 loss, 1 save, a 9.39 ERA, but he's only pitched 7 2/3 innings, 14 hits and 8 runs. 6 strikeouts and 1 walk. Absorbed most of that ERA before going on the disabled list.
Really been plagued with a lot of arm problems. Missed 1 whole year where he didn't throw a ball.
Darren Dalton, the first one to face him. Dutch is 2 for 4 with a single and a double. Dodgers signed Worrell as a free agent, hoping that he would be their closer, but he has missed most of this season. He's 33 years old. In his prime, he could really rush the ball up there. Had pretty good numbers at St. Louis last year, 5 and 3, 3 saves, a 2.11 ERA. Two balls and 1 strike. Bills leading 7-5 here in the 9th inning. Just missed inside, 3-1. It out of play. It's a full count to Dalton. Bills 7 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. Dodgers 5 runs, 8 hits and no errors. Foul out of play, still 3-2 to Dalton. Tomorrow night, Danny Jackson goes for the Phils, Ramon Martinez for the Dodgers. And on Wednesday, it'll be Tommy Green against Oral Hershiser. Missed the inside corner. Dalton's aboard with a walk. Walks hurting Dodger pitching tonight.
Tommy Lasorda just signed him for another year next year. Can't imagine him anywhere else, really.
No.
Rumors that he was going to go to one of those franchise expansion clubs.
Coming in his 44th year with the Dodgers. Eisenreich is 2 for 4. Beach ball loose in the outfield. Eric Davis will chase it down.
Chased everything else down tonight. He might as well get the beach balls. Slam dunk. Whoop.
Oh.
He's having some fun out there tonight.
Yeah, he's played a great left field as Eric Davis tonight. 1 strike to Eisenreich. Dalton started to edge off the bag. Then he stopped. And Eisenreich takes a strike. 0-2.
I don't know what kind of a move that was. Stop and go.
One ball and 2 strikes. Moves the foul out of play. It stays 1-2. Nice catch by a fan. Souvenir for his youngsters. One and two the count to Eisenreich. Down the left field foul line, and Eric Davis makes the catch. That was a fair ball. Good thing he caught that. It was a fair ball, and Davis a sliding catch. Another nice play by him for out number 1.
I think the Corey Snyder kind of converging on him made him go down. It was a nice play the way he caught it.
That'll bring up Milt Thompson, who is 2 out of 4. He's lined to deep right, struck out, and twice singled. Bouncing ball, Reed to Offerman. Oh, they turned that nicely. A slick double play. Reed to Offerman to Karros. To retire the Phillies in the ninth. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. We go to the bottom of the ninth. 7-5 Phils.
It is a great, impelling force.
Recently, an object was sighted.
It was big. It was just big.
Too big to measure with the human eye.
They say it could show up anywhere.
Whoa! Did you see that? Pizza Hut!
Bigfoot from Pizza Hut.
Out of sight, big.
21 slices.
I can handle it.
On a totally different crust.
Whoa!
For a ridiculously low $10.99. It's a legendary value. Bigfoot from Pizza Hut. The biggest pizza you can get delivered.
There was an old lady who lived in a shoe. A fresh little crib, you know, and brand spanking new.
And that shoe let her do things that no man could do. She jukes and she cuts and stops dead in her tracks. She plants and she spins, leaving chumps on their backs. And who gets the credit? Some mother named Goose. Check you out, yo. Converse, of course. And that new React juice.
With these summer clearance rebates, we won't have to yell and scream to sell a lot of Elantras.
Do we have enough Elantras?
We just got plenty of them. And I want them out the door at $81.49 after the $1,000 rebate. With 2 years no-cost service, about all they'll pay for is gas. It's the best time for selling without yelling. Now let's get out there and sell some cars. Now get limited-time Hyundai summer clearance rebates of up to $2,000 on Sonata V6.
Loosen your tie, take off your coat, roll up your sleeves. It's a business person special, Thursday, July 29th at 12:35. Compliments of Mellon BSFS. Go ahead. You deserve a break. Call 463-1000.
The wild thing, Mitch Williams is the Phillies' new pitcher coming on here in the ninth inning. He's won 2, lost 3, 24 saves, a 3.34 ERA. His 38th game. 35 innings of work, 32 hits, 13 earned runs. He struck out 32 while walking 17. He will try to save this one for Roger Mason. Phillies lead it 7-5. Top of the ninth ended on a nice double play turned by those Dodgers.
Really did, and it surprised me that they got Thompson so easily off him and didn't get that much on the throw. And Reed really made the play with that catch and handoff to the shortstop.
Mitch Williams will be facing the rookie Raul Mendesi, who is 1 for 1. Got a hit in his first big league at bat. Just called up from Albuquerque. Filled the roster spot of Tim Wallach, who was placed on the disabled list today. Fly ball right field. Eisenreich makes the grab. 1 out on 1 pitch. For Mitch Williams, it'll bring on Brett Butler. He won't get away with a 1 pitch out on Butler. Butler takes a lot of pitches. He's lined out, singled, popped up, and walked. Just missed with that one.
Tad high, I believe. Close.
Boy, that one right through there. 1-1. One ball and 1 strike to Brett Butler. Missing inside, 2-1.
That was close. Mitch is not going to get many close pitches. There's that little reputation for wildness, and I don't give him many borderline calls.
Got that one. It was on the inside corner. It's 2-2. Missing, full count.
Offerman waiting.
3 balls and 2 strikes to Butler. Ground ball to third base. Gobbled up by Hollins. Throws him out on a close play.
Hollins really waits to uncork that throw. I mean, he waits and waits and waits. But he did make a good throw. Take that extra step and got him.
Now that's 2 down here in the 9th, and it'll bring on Jose Offerman. He is 1 out of 3 with a bunt single. Right there for a called strike. One ball and 1 strike.
He hasn't missed by much on any pitch.
No.
I mean, they've really been all either strikes or close to it. Missed on that one low and inside.
2-1. Three balls and a strike.
I don't think he wants to walk this fella. What's coming up? A lot of strong right-hand batters.
He chased a high pitch, and Lenny Dykstra camps under it, and this game is over. Mitch Williams with his 25th save. He's tied for 3rd in the league in that department now as the Dodgers go down 1-2-3 in the 9th. That save for the Wild Thing is 25th means Sunoco, and your local Sunoco dealers donate $100 to the Byrne Foundation in the name of Mitch Williams. Phillies wins 7-5. Back with the totals in a wrap in a moment.
When my doctor said to start exercising, I knew I wasn't 25 anymore. That's when I called Bill, my nationwide insurance agent.
Jim had some questions, so we did a nationwide care review. We talked about his financial plan, life insurance, disability coverage, even retirement.
Yeah, we covered everything.
It turns out Jim was okay just the way he was.
Insurance-wise, right?
Oh, right.
The care review from Nationwide, because things change.
Nationwide is on your side.
It's often taken for granted, yet it's as precious as the very air we breathe. It's called freedom. And it's what inspired Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield to create the new Personal Choice, a health plan that offers people the low costs of an HMO without asking them to give up what they value most, their freedom. Personal Choice, the health plan that controls costs, not people.
Ah, coach class. Looks comfy, doesn't it? Well, TWA felt you needed more space. So we took out seats, making TWA the roomiest major U.S. airline. And to prove it, we brought in some people who you know need more leg room. Oh, and I wouldn't call this coach. Introducing TWA's Comfort Class. More room, new name, but the price remains the same.
We know how to help you save during the Dodge 93 model clearance. Want the power of the world's only true midsize pickup? Then you want a Dodge Dakota Sport. It's had 18 months of record sales with the muscle of its available Magnum engine. And it has a price of around $10,500.
Is this correct?
Absolutely. The factory authorized 93 model clearance. See your nearest Dodge dealer today.
Back at Dodger Stadium, a big night for rookie Kevin Stocker. 3 for 4, 2 stolen bases, 2 runs scored, and an RBI as the Phils beat the Dodgers 7-5. Phils had 7 runs, 11 hits, 1 error, 9 left. For Los Angeles, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 6. Roger Mason gets his first win of the year. He's 1-7. The loss to Omar Dahl. He is 1-3. Wild Thing Mitch Williams saves his 25th game, and the Phillies stay 3 games in front of the run of Redbirds of St. Louis, who also won tonight at Atlanta. Our next telecast here on the Phillies television network tomorrow night for the second of this 3-game series with the Dodgers. Danny Jackson goes for the Phils against Ramon Martinez for Los Angeles. We'll be on the air at 10:30, so check your local listings for the games carried in your area. Once again, the final score, the Phils over the Dodgers.